The Sunday Sequence Break.
Hey, welcome everybody to episode 111, which for those of you waiting for that exciting cricket reference that I promised last week, 111 is the number of runs scored where most people go out in history statistically in cricket, which means that if there's going to be a last show of this show ever, it's statistically most likely to be this week if it were cricket. So there's your cricket fact. Glad you enjoyed that. They have a different cricket number in Australia, don't they? AMVX.
Yeah, it's like 200 and something, picks way better.
Yeah. Right. So, but anyway, welcome to wow, there's a webcam of a cat.
Yeah, somebody connected with video, it looks like, and that reshaped the Skype widget.
And it's got a cat. There's a little cat sitting there. All right.
I could put on my video and show you a huge spider, but
Whose cat was that? It must have been AMVX's because it's daytime, or it's Feasel because it's daytime. I don't know. Anyway, but anyway, it's episode 111. We're going to do an ESA recap. Gildas Needs is not here on account of he's playing AA. That is Automobile Association, not Alcoholics Anonymous, and he's going to. Feasel is however. Say hello, Feasel.
Hello, I'm here.
Hello. Fiesel's going to be doing the broadcast today.
I'm going to be trying to. We'll do some approximation of the broadcast.
Yeah, we're going to do our best. I'm here, of course. Then with us, our special guests going in name listed at the top for no particular reason order. We have Meridian from the Netherlands.
greetings, guys.
There he is. We got Primal 85 from Italy.
Hello, everybody.
See, we got AMVX from the former colony, now known as Australia.
Good morning, everyone. Meow.
It's the cat. It's the
And his cat.
This
Yeah.
cat. And we have Fatska from Germany.
Yeah, hello everybody.
See, look at that. We got people from all sorts of European countries and Australia.
Talk.
The cat, I'm sorry. Anyway, so we're going to be doing a recap of ESA, but first we're going to do a recap of our weeks. That's right. So, Feasel, what has your past week been like?
My past week,
Yes.
been playing some video games, got some streaming done, had a bunch of internet problems, but I think they're finally all fixed because I had a stream without any picnics finally, so I guess that means everything's okay now. For now, until I say something stupid like that, which is just asking for it.
Oh, yeah, in the middle of the broadcast, too. That's good.
Right. Picnic. But yeah, so I got some work done on basically just preparing the games that I'm going to be submitting to for AGDQ. I'm waiting till the last minute, and I'm going to tempt fate and hope that the standards for what they accept really don't change as is advertised, and hope that I'm not proven wrong about that.
I think there's 10 or 11 slots just open for Feasel anyway, aren't there?
Yeah, right.
That normally works.
Yeah, we'll see about that. No, I'm pretty sure that absolutely nothing that I suggest is going to get accepted. but that's okay.
Yeah.
Got to
You
try.
think that every year?
But yeah, it's been a pretty good week, I would say.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Usual.
Cool. I was away again. It's tough life, but you know, someone's got to do it. But I didn't really get any speedrunning done. I played the game Speedrunners, which I guess is some equivalent of playing, and I got an email back from Nintendo who told me they would not give me a digital download version of 1-for-101 just because I own the disc copy, like I asked. But I did get a thank you from some Greek guy for enjoying 1-for-101, so I guess that doesn't mean anything at all. So aside from that, yeah, I've not been about, so I haven't really done any speedrun stuff aside from get people for this episode. So you know. Now we're gonna go down recap. So Meridian, you're our first guest according to the list. What have you been doing speedrun wise or non-speedrun wise in the past week-ish?
Past week-ish. Well,
Yes.
Is it the past week only?
Ish. If there's
Ish.
something interesting just outside the past week.
Go a little
maybe.
further back.
I'll
than that.
just stretch
Yeah.
it one more week.
Okay.
Just one more week. That was a French marathon,
Oh.
Super Mario Kart World Championship,
Oh, that. Okay, yeah.
and it was brilliant as any year. But this year everything went smooth. Everything was just fine. Just a brilliant community held in France every year. And Carol, my roommate, also known as KVD, you guys know him, attended CDM, which is called the French Marathon Mario Kart, and he ended up 5th in the world,
Nice.
winning himself a nice Wii U.
Oh,
Another
sick.
one. he won so many things in the past years. He's really good in Mario Kart and brilliant. That was something I really wanted to mention out.
Well, there you go. You're allowed. That's a good thing to mention. It would be I'd be annoyed if you didn't mention it.
Yeah, well, I couldn't skip out the performance of my roommate. He's brilliant. It's brilliant. He's been practicing all year. He played at ESA as well. I think he did like Vanilla Lake 2, a very weird jump over the water. It's really difficult. And besides from that, in the past week, actually, I've just been trying to recuperate from the lack of sleep in the past weeks.
Yeah.
But I think today and yesterday I've been playing some Dr. Mario, trying to do some speed runs in that. Apart from getting a headache, I got almost a PB. But almost is not a PB, so I'll keep trying.
Go for it.
Other than that, no speed runs.
All right. Cool. Okay. Primal. I know you've been doing speedruns for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have much time to stream these past weeks since, you know, the end of the summer, beach and stuff. I'm enjoying the Sicilian summer. But yeah, speedrun stalking. I did start to learn Rockman and Forte past week. Did the 8 Robot Masters for now, and I have to say that's a really, really hard game, just as expected. I also doing the Mystery Tournament 5. Just
how are you doing in that?
Few hours before I did my third round of the Mystery Tournament, and I won. So right now I am in the top 16 for the Mystery Tournament.
You're only in the third round already. Like some people are in like round 6. Oh no. Yeah.
Of the winners bracket. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Since I never lose, so I still in the winner bracket, and I still have.
You're in winners 5 actually.
Yeah, since I skipped the first round because it was random.
So there you go. You're in 5. Oh, you might have to play Mexican Runner in the round after this one. You'll probably play Jorf. Oh man.
Yeah, probably Jorf. I don't know the other one, but yeah, the top 16 will be with Jorf.
Pizza's still in winners 5. Shrimps in winners 5.
Yes.
Bangeras 5.
As always, Captain Drake is the favorite for the tournament, but you know anything can happen.
Yeah. Interesting, cool. Definitely keep an eye on the mystery tournament stuff. There's a Twitch channel for that, isn't there? Or do they just randomly restream it on someone?
Until the top 8, no, everyone just stream to to their own channel. But from the top 8, yeah, they will restream the race.
I will post the link to the brackets in there though, so people can check those out.
Sure.
I think you were in that tournament when you were already in. Did you enter mystery tournament?
One, and we actually never really got to complete it. There was one in the losers bracket. Never showed up. I think it was like a time zone issue. We kept waiting on it, and it never continued. And that was like more than half a year ago.
Fair enough. But yeah, check it out. The things in the chat.
I really much like to participate in these mystery tournaments.
Yeah, but I kept forgetting to mention it on the show, so you know, I think I just do terribly anyway. They're all games 2D games I suck at. But AMVX, what have you been doing in the past week?
Recovering from jet lag for starters.
Yeah, not much of a surprise there.
No, outside of that, it's been seriously weighing up what's happening for AGDQ. Sort of look on the horizon. More importantly, just sort of testing out new games for runs. So apparently, Ghost Recon, apparently, believe it or not, is not fun to run. Big surprise on that one. So no, more just testing out Transformers War for Cybertron, which is broken as anything, and
turning into a plane or boat and flying through walls, if I recall correctly.
That's pretty much it. You just keep on side rolling, because that's the fastest way to move, and just clipping through areas and just jumping in areas that you shouldn't be able to get into, like so many other games. But no, just sort of doing that, and then just sort of looking at what people are submitting for AGDQ, and just really seeing what the community's going at the moment, seeing a lot of runners that I haven't seen before. So they're more practice for me.
Somewhat addictive to look at the list as it goes. You're seeing the suggestions and, well, not suggestions, Dynamite Head, he did go through first round. Oh, thank God.
Oh, the Lion King went through first round, and that's all that really matters. We all know that.
It did. How the fuck did that happen?
Love you, Bangara.
God damn it. God damn it. All right. I just see actually the distance between that Lion King suggestion and his DuckTales 2 suggestion. There must have been some serious thought about that one. But yes. Anyway. And Fatska, finally, Fatska. What have you been up to?
Video game wise, not much actually. I've been really sad most of the time because of the route Vice City Any Percent is taking right now, with everything being glitched and duplicated because of replays.
Yeah.
And I'm literally the only one where replays just keep crashing the game. Yeah.
That game has always been weird. It never crashed on me, like once when I played it.
Yeah, it doesn't usually, but replays just 50% of the runs just get crashed by that. It's sad. And then I've been drowning the sadness in beer and Dota.
Oh, geez, that's a dangerous combination.
That was the good part. Then I've been playing a bunch of Tenertia as well.
Is that the game we played?
It is the game that a bunch of people did a blind run of at ESA on the bonus stream. And it's now in early access on Steam with 3 votes instead of just 1.
Nice.
Compared to the alpha, and it's really good. It's really hard though.
Yeah. Just a quick thing. What is the Vice City time at the moment? Is it still Phil's time from the other day?
I think it's still 104. But Rectrod is currently at it and finding a bunch of stuff, like literally today.
Oh.
With phone calls being taken during missions, just bonkers. And, I don't know. It's probably gonna be sub 1 at the end of September.
No. Okay, fair enough.
So my thing was always it was Cone Crazy was just the deal breaker. Now it's we've lost Cone Crazy, but there's a bunch of other things that are even bigger deal breakers.
Yeah. So we can mention with that, because like this was found during ESA as well, and suddenly everyone was going to go cash in their free PB chip, right? But we should actually instead talk about ESA, not Vice City, because I think that would make more sense.
Sounds
So
good.
That's good.
ESA ran back in July now. It was actually a month ago it started, pretty much. I don't know if it feels like a month ago to everyone else,
Yeah.
but
Actually feels really close to me, but
yeah, it does. It literally the very first day, the 25th, was a Monday. Sorry, it was a month ago. down to the day, where lots of people showed up on that Friday actually, which was pretty cool because normally at the GDQ events, like Saturday's the first day, and I think the first day before that is just sort of staff only. But I don't know for sure actually. I don't recall, but that was the very first day. There was a little chat talk, but not much really went on that first day, right? People just sort of showed up. I think anything. I'm not missing anything, am I?
People sort of showed up, and there were a lot more people than what I expected.
Yeah.
I was expecting like easily a third of what actually of the amount of people that actually appeared.
Yeah. I know a lot of the setup people were expecting it to be much quieter so they could focus on setup, but it wasn't the case. But there you go. There's the picture of me bitching about Max. I always remember that. But yeah, so first day was kind of like not much to it. Second day was just a bit more setup, but I think first sort of back stage stuff started. Were the watermelons weren't set up then, were they?
No, they weren't set up until about day 2, I think.
Yeah. We'll get to the watermelons at some point in the pictures. But so first few days, not really, nothing much really happened. Primal, you weren't even there, were you?
yeah, exactly. I came Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, I started the journey on Sunday, and I arrived on Monday after evening.
Hey, you can share that with Fatska. How was your trip, Fatska? What did you do?
It was
20
long.
hours.
24 hours.
24 from Germany.
Yeah, we went by train, which was basically the cheapest solution for us because we live in the middle of nowhere with no airport near.
Oh.
So yeah, we went with that, and it was pretty cool. So we got there on Friday, then got to know each other, and then went straight to bed.
Immediately.
Damn, 24 hours.
Yeah, we had to switch trains like 9 times.
9.
And
oh my god.
it was a journey.
No, really. Oh my
For me,
God.
for me, it was 18 hours on the way on and 24 hours on the way back.
From Italy.
Wow.
So same for me.
Yeah.
See, I
Oh.
mean, my trip was like 4 hours and then a day in Stockholm and then like 4 hours. So, although 4 of those hours were actually, you know what Friday was? Friday was bitching about the Swedish death train, right? Fucking the black steam engine that had no aircon or anything like that, and it was hot as fuck. Anyway, that's not the point. So, coming along to actual start of the streams. So, the people we picked, I didn't only just pick people who were from different countries. I picked some. We have Primal, who was sort of part of the NES practice hall group of people.
Hello.
We have Meridian, who was sort of part of the morning-y, daytime-y, miscellaneous cool games group people.
Cheers.
We have Fatska, who's do GTA and PC stuff, and then AMVX, who did some PC stuff and a lot of tech stuff. So we have people that covering a bunch of stuff. Isn't that clever?
Well
Just
done.
in hindsight, realize I should have picked someone who did like the Zelda or Mario and that stuff, but whatever. Wouldn't be the first time we've completely forgotten about that. But stream kicked off with Croc, went pretty well into Apescape 3, which I commentated, which was pretty good. Or well, I helped commentate. Cerberus was very good, cool run. Cool to see the new stuff in that. And then Metroid Fusion Zelda 2, the first night. Fiesel, did you see Zelda 2?
No, I didn't actually.
You didn't, yeah. We decided to put it was put on the first night. And then, well, I guess Zelda 2 and F-Zero X were the first big runs of the marathon on the first night. I'm guessing you saw F-Zero, Meridian?
F-Zero?
Yeah?
I think I was sleeping that time.
Really? It was at like 8 p.m. on the on the first day. I thought you were there to watch WMJ
Oh,
do his
yeah.
thing.
Sorry. Yeah, I was.
You were there,
Yeah, I was there.
the Master GP, and how was that run? Was it good? I heard good things.
Yeah, I mean, for those who don't know, F-Zero was like a quite interesting run, since he's barely touching the road.
Yes.
At every corner, at every cliff, he just twist his car and just he's diving again, going like 3,000 kilometers an hour. It's very interesting to see its run. It's very unique in racing games to actually go flying. Even though he has another game where he is more in air than on the road. It's called Wipeout.
Oh yeah.
And it's just more than going through the air. He's going through the mountain. You really have to watch him.
All right. So then, first night after that, then we had there was Borderlands, Mass Effect 2, then Half-Life Episode 1 and 2, and Otogi. Otogi was great. Dolphin's a cool guy at the marathon, but something about Otogi, whenever I sat down to watch it, I just immediately got really sleepy. I don't know if any of you suffered from anything similar to that.
I think that was just the ESA rooms in general. I think just especially because of the warmer heat compared to outside and everything, it just sort of made it very comfortable for a lot of people to just sort of casually doze off.
Well, I don't know. I just had it honestly only with Otogi. Anytime I sat down to do Otogi 2, that was it for me. All right, and then big hype race early in the morning. Beethoven second, of course. Crooks and Shrimp. And then into one of the cool morning block. Oh, what was that? AMX? You're gonna mock Shrimp and Crooks and
I wasn't going to
Shrimp?
mock anything. I was just going to say that race from sitting in
Yeah.
the kitchen was just so
Yeah.
hype from the kitchen.
It was cool that the first day, pretty much at 6 a.m., something like that. Everyone's going nuts for Beethoven second. But then there was American Gladiators, UN Squadron, Ice Climbers, North and South, Donderland, and Kung Fu, Shadow the Ninja, a bunch more. Hang on. Let's keep going. I know you did one of these, Meridian. But then Street Fighter Final Fight, of course. Battle Kid, DuckTales 2, Game Boy. Yeah, Battle Kid's hardcore. I
wish I could have saw that.
Yeah. And then Gex and then Phantom Hourglass. That sort of rounds up start of Monday. You did a run of these runs. UN Squadron was yours, right?
Yeah.
Meridian, how was that?
Yeah, it was a race with Carol.
Mm-hmm.
We practiced it during our minis.
Yeah.
And he did a flawless run. He did a flawless run. He just made no mistakes. We went actually 2 separate roads, actually. I went through the desert, and he went through the jungle first. And we were like tied to like 10 seconds difference tops. Up to the moment I just got butchered in the caves and I died. And he just continued on without making any mistake. He made a PB.
Nice.
I lost the race, but I was glad I lost against someone that made no mistakes and did a PB. And applause to him. It was really good.
Oh, cool. So at the time of Phantom Hourglass started going, the second or the yellow stream started. Yellow stream pretty much ran simultaneously. I don't know if I'm going to read out literally every run that happened, but I can link like an old version of the schedule that people can look at while we go. But yeah, yellow stream generally went pretty well. I would think we agree, right?
Yeah, it went pretty well.
Yeah.
Pretty well. Not flawlessly, definitely room for improvement, but went pretty well. But I'm just gonna skim through, I guess, and see.
Yeah, for being a new idea, it was really good.
Yeah.
For the first time, I mean.
There was a lot of pretty good that there were actually empty blocks on it that we could use to fix up our scheduling fuck ups. So that was good.
It's the only reason the yellow stream was there, right?
Yeah, sure. Just to keep the first stream on schedule, right? But the idea of the first night or every night of the yellow stream and blue stream was to have cool runs with each other. So Mario Kart, you were talking about KVD earlier doing that run. He did
Yes.
the run on the second stream or yellow stream there. Did Super Mario Kart.
Yeah,
All cups.
Super Mario Kart All Cups Grand Prix on the 56cc.
Mhm.
What I actually mentioned earlier was, I think, one of the later runs where he just did a speed run of one course.
Yes, yeah. He did a time trial.
Yeah, I think this is one of the open blocks, so I don't see it mentioning there.
It won't be on there. It was an open block.
Yeah.
This is just the only schedule we have access to right now.
It's okay.
Yeah. There's the
Super Mario Kart
balance.
just all cups. So pretty much a routine run for him.
Yeah. Just to mention on the screen there, the Melon controller. That's what we mentioned last week. Did we all have a go on the Melon controller?
Yes, and it was ridiculous. What I actually more loved is I was walking past the shop, saw all the watermelons out front. Then the next time I went to the shops, there was no watermelons. Walking to the practice room, and there's just all these watermelons on the desk. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And then 2 days later, everyone's walking around eating watermelon. I'm like, this is just.
I did like the progression of just one day suddenly everyone's eating watermelons. As I guess the watermelon controller's gone then. But yeah, that was the thing. Crippa and Nissa set this up. Big projector there, as you can see. Some electro gizmos around your wrist. Conductivity or something like that. It just allows you to play games. They set it up like an NES controller. So a D-pad of melons, a start and select button of melons, and then a B and an A button of melons. As far as I recall, Dexter beat Ninja Gaiden with the melons, right?
Oh yeah.
And
There is a video of that. There is a video of that.
And did Cool Kid beat Mega Man with it?
I think so. And I don't know for sure. I wasn't there when he did that.
I have a feeling that Cool Kid beat Mega Man with it, but I don't know for sure. But yeah, a bunch of people played through games. I think Charlion beat something with it too. I'm trying to figure that one out, but yeah. And then as the melons disappeared, they got replaced by miscellaneous fruit, including an eggplant was in there and so on. Carrots, tomatoes, all that sort of stuff. And then colored like Play-Doh, like conductive Play-Doh or something was there too. They actually built like a more close to a SNES looking bad out of that with colored bugs. But anyway, that was one of the backstage things that went on. As far in Streamland, I mean, there's a Grim Fandango run, AMVX. How did that go? I already know, but tell them.
The actual run itself went quite all right, considering how tired I was and everything else. And I've no doubt we'll probably get to the topic a bit later on. The actual tech setup for it was not ideal, namely because the Binding of Isaac run got cancelled before, so we were already rushed.
Yeah, one of the no-shows we had.
And it gets to the point of the computer that we ran on was not the original computer it was going to be running on. The original computer was supposed to be running Windows 98. So we had to run it off one of the DreamHack computers, which it didn't like it, blah, blah, blah. Long story short is it didn't get adequate testing on the computer before it went to air, and we didn't have time to start reinstalling everything, so it had to run off a separate drive. So the actual run itself, I was quite happy with, all things considered. The crashing, not so much.
How do you think it went as a point-and-click game at a marathon? Because basically the first, correct me if I'm wrong here, Feasel, but I'm pretty sure it was the first point-and-click game at a marathon, or first thing like that. It's kind of it was a weird stretch to put in.
Maybe.
Yeah. How do you think it went as sort of like an alternative sort of choice?
Look, the record for it at the moment is sitting just outside of a 114, and it can easily break that. The actual run itself probably would have pushed a 127. So there's a big difference between what my run was versus what the actual final run is. I think there's room for more point and click games, but a lot of them, unless there's big actual sequence breaks, getting in that name of the show.
Nice.
Unless there's actual big skips in, which most point and clicks there aren't, it just has to be hideously optimized.
Yeah.
There's not really room for, I'm just going to casually stroll through it. It has to be put through. Grux mentioning the putt-putt games, whereas the putt-putt ones, I don't know if any of you have seen any of those, but they are insane to watch. They're down to like a minute 26, I think, for putt-putt goes to the zoo or something. It's ridiculous how well they are. The downside is, it's a minute 26. You struggle to find a time slot for that in a marathon.
Yeah, it's tight, but the logic we went with was the commentary is good, it should be good, just down to like entertainment and nostalgia. But anyway, the marathon rolled on. There was some of the open blocks, some last minute additions. We had a really cool SSX3 run, the all 3-star goals. I was glad to see that SSX3 made it into SGDQ and ESA, different categories. There was the Ninja Gaiden block, which I'm going to assume you were around for.
Yeah, I was.
Primal?
That was great. First, the race of Ninja Gaiden 1 again of Dexter versus Infested Reach. If I remember right, Dexter won and Reach had some trouble at the end and sadly had to forfeit. But it was a great race. If it wasn't for that, they were really close. Then we had Ninja Gaiden 3 by still Infested Reach, which is the actual world record holder. And yeah, they did really great for that. Then Crazy Rasmus, then it did
Master System.
the Master
Such cool
System
game.
Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, I actually didn't know about that. It's a great game. It's full of strange stuff like glitchy weapon usage. I don't really get it really, but it was fun to watch. And of course, Bangera with Ninja Gaiden Shadow for Game Boy.
Yeah.
All good stuff.
A nice, cool Ninja Gaiden block. It's always cool to see one slip in, especially with a few differences in there, like Master System and Shadow, more unusual choices. But I just missed over on the first stream, so then I'm jumping around a lot because this schedule is not laid out properly because it's the draft one we used. But there was a Tomb Raider 2013 by Just Shans. It was a really fantastic run, great commentary by him and helped by Eidgod, I think. Fatska, was it Eidgod who helped?
Yeah. Eidgod was there, and pretty much everybody was there from GTA.
Then Dark Souls was a run at the marathon that went.
A run.
It went
was
on.
a run.
For those of you who don't know, Dark Souls did not quite go according to plan, but people had a lot of fun in the chat with it, so let it slide. Okay, so Bubble Ghost is Joker's game, right? I just confused it with Bubble Bobble then, but
Yeah,
this
Joker's game.
other big block. If you see any of these games, I'm just going to sort of highlight where I'm looking now. If any of these games,
Yeah,
sort of
I saw
match.
Bubble Ghost by Joker.
Yeah?
Woke
That's a
up
hard
really,
game.
really soon. Yeah, it's really short. I want to say like puzzle game or I don't know
It's a
actually how
puzzle
to.
game, yeah.
Yeah, it is a puzzle game. It seems easy when you look at it, but when you blow, because you blow at that ball, it is actually really precise where you have to blow it, or else you have to start all the way back, and that's waste a lot. For a really short game, it's a lot. Like, was it 7 minutes, I think, the run in total? So, yeah. It did really well.
Yeah. Then we had one of these games is yours. Wait, is it? No, it's not. I thought this. I thought there was a Meridian game in there, but there's not. We had a Pocky and Rocky last minute edition, which I was very happy about because that game's really cool. But then over GTA 2, first of the GTA runs in the event, Fatska. I guess you were there for that.
That was really the first GTA run. I think the room was pretty full.
Yeah, it was
That
bad.
hacked.
Yeah.
And where's the photo?
Yeah, it was a cool run by Lineator. Even though I think one of the last missions didn't go quite as planned, but we made up for that with hype and all that. We had the crown of champions.
The Swedish crown. Oh no, just the regular crown. Yeah.
The regular crown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a cool-
my crown that I bought.
Oh, your crown?
Yeah,
It's your
that crown
crown?
was mine. Next year I'm going to bring like 3.
Yeah. You can get that picture up, Fiesel. There's a massive GTA people in there for GTA 2. Like a serious ballroom. Then Tales Symphonia was later than, well, technically later that day, and Saints Row the Third as well. Big games. So that game looks like really had like 5 or 6 games on it total, amongst Saints Row the Third, Tales of Symphonia, and Metro Prime 3 Corruption. All right, kept going. I'm going to scroll down some more. Trying to see if anything particularly sticks out here. Rock Band apparently went down well, much to the annoyance of well, not actually the annoyance. I don't know if any of you saw that Kotaku wrote an article about ESA, and they mentioned the fact that Rock Band was on the schedule 3 or 4 times in their like 3-paragraph post, and somehow managed to undermine the sound of the whole event just by mentioning it several times. So that was great.
And there is Rock Band like 3 times in the article.
It did, yeah. Rock Band with an and a ... and stuff like that. Then Peggle Extreme, Mario Kart 64 time trials. There's some time trials there. The San Andreas big race, the 2v2 Europe versus England race, which regrettably Europe won, but hey ho, never mind, next time. And Blind Exhibition, I didn't forget to mention actually the Glitch Hunting Showcase and the TAS exhibition by Tompa were done previous days. Actually, was the TAS one done yet at this point?
I believe.
I think it was. Yeah.
I believe it was.
Oh no, it was
done,
later. I don't know. Whatever.
Was
We'll
it?
get to that in a minute. I don't know. But there was
It was
a blind exhibition with Rick Dangerous with Bad Breaks.
Yeah, Bad
It
Breaks.
was really good to watch Bad Breaks.
It was fun to watch. He actually did good. At
He
least,
did well, yeah. Robo said he did
Robo
really
Sparkle,
well.
said that at AGDQ, I think the last year they took much more than him to finish the first stage.
I took around an hour at least for me to finish the first stage. Took me ages. But that game's, for those who don't know, Rick Dangerous is like an early sort of Ultra Death sort of game. Well, not necessarily Ultra Death, but it's like I Want to Be the Guy, in that it's very killy for things that you don't expect. So, for example, you might blow up a block, and for some reason the block comes towards you instead of going away from you like it should, and then it kills you. Stuff like that. But then we had Twilight Princess, which was regrettably cancelled because the runner didn't come, and that was replaced then with an Ocarina of Time, 2 players, 1 controller, Ganonless, and then the Left 4 Dead 4-player run, which I did, which was one of the games that made our 4-player race layout look particularly bad because it wasn't designed for 16:9 PC games. But yeah, that one really made the layout not look good. So that run went actually surprisingly well. We were really happy with that. We had not... Well, we played it so much in the past that it didn't really matter that we weren't, like, hadn't practiced recently. But we started playing on the PCs there and very quickly got back into it. Once we got past, I think, the second of the 6 campaigns, everything went really, really smoothly. So we were super happy about that. We ended up with like a 122 or something crazy, like surprisingly good for us. So, and that was that side. I don't think I missed anything else on that one. That was also the first example of the RTMPing. Did you have anything to do with that at all, AMVX, or was that all Oasis Tech Magic?
First time out was all Oasis. Second time out, obviously threw my hands in somewhere. Yeah. The RTMP for definitely getting from where those DreamHack computers were to the other side was a very good way of doing it. Depending on where everything gets set up next time, it might be easier to just cable it all, but that also has itself a whole host of problems.
Yeah, so that was a really cool thing that to have a dedicated LAN area, which was, I had nothing to do with it at all. It was all tech doing that, but it was a bunch of PCs we got from DreamHack. It was really nice. And there was 6 PCs pretty much at all times, or most of the time, land up there. And the images were just streamed basically internally to the over the network to the PCs and then restreamed from there, which meant players could play from the place that they'd been practicing in, which was really great. I had no idea they were doing it, but it was really fantastic. touch of a downside was people in the room had to be quiet during the runs, but that was something really nice and something that I hope every marathon in the future has. Because I know for the PC runners, like, well, I ran on PC, Fatska ran on PC, you ran on PC, MVX. Like, it was really great just to have them there.
Yeah, especially because there was only limited space on the actual practice room for setting up your own laptop and stuff.
Yeah.
So having those PCs really helped out.
Yeah, I don't know who did all that, but yeah, they're fantastic. So well done. I think it was Oasis and probably just get Oasis, Aiden or Guruk, someone like that. Right. We had the Mario World 2 race that was really good. That was Stedio and Sape. Is it pronounced Sape? I think it's Sape. But I heard it's really great race, the Warpless race. I was too busy running around like a headless chicken trying to fix things at that point, but that was really top quality race there. So that was a good one. Then X2. Did you watch X2 Primal?
Oh yeah, by Ajamar.
Ajamar, yep.
Yeah, it did really, really good. Managed to do a lot of stuff. Sadly, it died at the motorcycle because
near the end.
No, he died at
Oh,
motorcycle because he messed up a bit. I'm thinking he was maybe nervous. I don't know. But in general, overall, it was really good. He got a Gator kill in one cycle. All the chains that are almost frame perfect. I don't remember, like 2 or 3 frames every hit, like 9 times in a row. Yeah, and at the end he had some problems with the Shoryuken against Sigma, but he got all the rest perfectly, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's nice. He was a cool guy too. He was the one that when we went out to eat, we noticed the cultural difference between Sweden and the rest of us, where Swedish people don't wait before they start eating. They just eat as soon as their food arrives.
Yeah, it was him.
It's nothing rude on their part. It's just how, just in their culture, they don't wait. And in our cultures, we do. So we were sat there watching not just him, but the other Swedes eat their food while we sat patiently and waited. It was pretty funny to watch. Case in point, they had no idea that there was anything different about it because he just looked at us and was like, what? Yeah,
different culture.
Different culture, exactly. Especially you took it to the extreme when you waited for my fast food to arrive as well at Max. Waited like 7 minutes for them to cook my fish burger.
I told you one time I think I waited for like an hour or something for another people for eating. Yeah, wow. It's normal, I don't know. Even because the other can get really angry if you you eat before.
They can. So. I'm sure they can. All right, so we had the Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles was a really cool run, the 4-player co-op Crystal Chronicles. One thing that's really cool about that is the backstage. I was involved in most of a practice run while waiting for Sereth to get there. He wasn't at the marathon at that point, but a bunch of the people are picking up that game and they really want to do a really good 4-player co-op run next year, because it was one of those sort of marathon runs where you want to do a co-op run, so you're teaching people when you get there, but there are people asking for an 8-player 4v4 co-op race, which, I don't know, we'll see. But that was there. MDK, Atsuka, how was that? How was your singing?
Yeah, that was the saddest part about it. The singing didn't happen because we didn't meet the donation goal. So I got the French people. I got the lyrics for them. DJ Kanjo actually knew the song. He was really hyped about it. And everybody was just really sad after it. But we at least played half of it. Yeah. Half of the credits. Yeah, the run itself, it went okay. I lost like 1.5 minutes to the first boss, to something that literally never happened before. But apart from that, it was good. It was like 40 minutes or something at the end.
Nice. Then we got the hard reset, one of the not smoothly, one of the sort of PC errors messed that one up a bit, but it doesn't matter. It was a really cool game. He got his revenge and bonus stream, so that was good. Flipping over randomly again just to where they're sort of even out. There's one of your games, or 2 of your games, I think, in here, Meridian. There's been a Parasol Stars Story Bubble Bobble 3. I'm pretty sure that was you.
Nope, that was the Gaunt's
Oh,
with
damn.
Robo Sparkle.
Damn it.
Sorry.
One of these was not one of these used. Was Pang you?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Are you thinking of Rocket Birds?
Was Rocket
Rocket
Birds
Bir-
him?
With,
Yeah,
with,
Rocket
with
Birds.
Gons.
Nice.
Because I already skipped over Rocket Birds because I thought that was Robo and the Gons.
Flicky.
Damn. What was Rocket Birds like then?
Oh, Rocket Birds, we went way over estimate because there was a donation incentive for it. And it pretty much allows people to select our characters. Now there are like a bunch of characters, like a bunch of actually chickens, and you have to beat penguins. And there are like easy characters with like Uzis and like uber amount of damage. And there are characters that deals no damage. And I think we mentioned it in the kitchen, where Lot Blind said, okay, let's do a $10 donation for the Gaunt, picking Hilga, which is like crap character.
Wow.
And then the Gaunt is like, wait, I'm not gonna play a crap character, and Meridians are playing a good character. So he donated for another crap character for me to play. So it was like, oh my lord. At some point I was like, are we actually able to beat the final boss? We managed like 10 minutes overtime.
Oh, that's a shame. It makes for a good story at least.
I was like, he wanted revenge and he got it.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah,
so
other than that, it was fun to watch. Like I mean, I was the player, but
yeah, I'm actually gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna round off the yellow stream now because I don't think any of the runs left are by people who are here, so we can just round that one off. So they went to a bunch of games on the last few days. The indie dev talk was cancelled, but that was fine because it meant everything stayed on schedule completely. We put a few games in there. A cool one, the adventure mode, Melee adventure mode speedrun by Fuzziness was really cool to watch. Good commentary, good run. It was one of the few runs I actually saw the whole of, so I'm trying not to be biased, but I mentioned the ones I did watch. Dot Game Heroes was really cool. Bastion is pop. Yeah, Fez was good. Fez was a good one. And Night Sky got in. After all the Night Sky sending people to sleep memes and jokes and everything, it actually got into the marathon. It went pretty well. Dark Souls 2, Nubis got his revenge and did much better there. Tech War, Dark Forces by 2 Planks. Then Titan Quest. I think we have a clip of Titan Quest. Oh no, it's not Titan Quest, is it? It's something. But which was the run where Cotty got stung by a bee?
oh, poor guy.
I can't remember which one it was. It was one of his car runs. Do you remember what it was, Patska?
No, sorry.
I
also didn't see it live. I know that it happened, but
I think it was Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light. Actually,
that might be it. Yeah,
it was with Ariwa. And Cotty, we have a video of it, is Cotty playing the game and he's just finished and then suddenly he gets stung by a bee. He's like, ow, hey.
Yeah, if you give me a timestamp, I can show it.
Yeah, I have a clip. It should be in here somewhere. Let me go grab it again and repost it. It's on YouTube, I think.
Huh. Right, you linked me a 2-hour video, but if you want to
it...
give me a timestamp to it, I can play it.
Yeah, let me go. So the timestamp should be on the link somewhere. Man, where is that? Where did I even put that? Man, I don't know. Let me go looking for that AMVX, just talk about what's left on that day from Titan Quest onwards. That would be great.
Titan Quest one. I can't even remember what day that was on. Sorry, I lost track.
Just go to the end. Go to the end.
Pretty much beneath the 2 last setups.
Yeah.
Oh, the last 2. Well, we got on that final day. I know Gunman Clive did quite well. For what it's worth, the Crash Team Racing went down very well. I think they actually got switched over to the other stream.
It was a really tight race. That was really tight.
Yeah, that was 8 seconds between. They were switching halfway through the entire way. We also had all the new Super Mario Brothers and the Super Mario Brothers 3 80% ones that I know they went quite well. The DuckTales ones were very hyped up towards the end as well. They were very close races, especially between Dexter losing out one, getting redemption on the other one as well.
Yeah.
Similarly with Batman as well.
Yeah. Then
that rounds out that one. But on the other stream, then you had the Mario Kart, Sonic the Hedgehog. I didn't see any of Sonic actually.
I heard the theory of Sonic
entire marathon
was really good. I've talked to Tim's a bunch about Sonic Theory before, so we have faith in him. But I got a lot of I didn't know. I mean, I heard a lot of good feedback. I didn't get any compliments, but I mean, I heard a lot of good feedback afterwards about the Theory of Sonic stuff, saying it was really cool to go in depth. But then, we had Sonic Hedgehog wrapped up with Final Fantasy VII, and then a stream feedback segment where Oasis, Aidenol, and I, and wasn't Bangera, but we chatted to the chat or the Twitch chat about getting feedback from them, which was really cool.
I like how you can't say who it was, but what you can say is it wasn't Bangera.
Really? No, I was trying to remember if Bangera was there or not.
That's kind of
it's
kind of bad.
I don't think.
Fucking big.
But no, he wasn't. So it's fine. Anyway, so we'll go back over to Blue and we'll just go through Blue. So where we stopped off was
on Wednesday, I guess.
Yeah, we're down to Wednesday, so we're down to here. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but it doesn't matter now.
I think you mentioned Bobble 3, and that was like, let's go back a day to.
Yeah, exactly. So then we went through few more games. Well, I don't really know how much of those went, but I know Mega Man was amazing. Yes, Mega Man. How was Mega Man from your perspective, Primal?
I think all the Mega Man block went really, really well, both for the RAM perspective and the audience perspective. I mean, both the chat and the people inside the room were really excited about all the Mega Man block. Yeah. And especially, the race of Mega Man 1, those were that was the top of the Mega Man block, with all those cheering up. Sadly for Sweden.
Yeah, well, it was kind of the home crowd. You can't really complain too much.
I know it was their home actually, so no complaints. But it was really good to feel that energy coming up from your back, behind your back while running.
Yeah.
And all the runs 8 by Joka went really good.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied with my Mega Man 5 run, except for one thing, but I did well. Mega Man 2 by Nudwa was also really good. He showed some cool tricks and stuff. He had some problems with Airman, but stuff can happen.
I'm gonna throw my support in again. Did we all see? I don't know if all of us did. How many of us watched the Mega Man 4-way race? I did. Really, were you there?
Passed out.
You passed out? Pascal, did you watch it?
I did not.
Oh my god. Okay, so anyway, it was as Primal said, it was really cool. One of the definitely up there with the best marathon runs for me I've watched, like live. This is so like the F-Zero GX run from GDQ this year, AGDQ this year, and the Mega Man run this year with ESA it was so much fun there. In the crowd, there's a perfect picture there of Dexter, cool kid in their Sweden uniforms, and Primal in his Italy stuff. But it was really cool to see the cheering in the crowd. Everyone was going nuts, just like the best runs should be. So that was really cool. We need more of that for sure.
Yeah, the good thing was that all 4 of us were pretty much at the same level. So the race was actually really tight until the end.
Yeah, so Cool Kid basically didn't mess up.
Actually, he did.
For a long time. Didn't he die? But he died about 15
he didn't
minutes
die. He didn't die, but as far as I remember, he didn't die. But he messed up the last. He didn't have enough weapons for doing the last zip in the last stage.
Yeah.
That costed like 15 to 20 seconds or something like that. So it can be like a that almost. Can count like that.
Yeah, there was and then you came second, right, Primal?
Yep. I did.
Then Dexter, then Nadua. But if you watch the runs though, they were all crazy. Everyone, so like Nadua died early, but he went so quickly after that.
Yeah.
Nadua goes for everything. He doesn't care. Like it doesn't matter how risky a trick is. He just does it.
Exactly. He's as I told you, he's a crazy guy. If there is something to try, he will go for it no matter what.
Yeah. So then we had Donkey Kong Country 2, which was Closty. So I imagine was it? Yeah, it was Closty, surely. Yeah. So did anyone see Donkey Kong Country 2 and Returns? I'm counting on you to have watched Returns at least, Meridian.
I was commentating.
There you
or
go.
at least I was sitting next to him, and while he was mostly commentating it.
Yeah.
Many consider it to be like an epic run, hype run, even though he wasn't really enthused of his own run. The chat was, of course, hilarious of his reaction. He really makes the game hype. And it was like one donation incentive where apparently I had to bring him water. Every time he was like thirsty, water's coming up.
I did watch Party Star practice as well, and he was one of those guys, and he did the same level 30 times in a row or something like that, some insane number, 10, 15, 30, until when he had done that, then he would move on to the next level, and he did that for every day up till his run. So
yeah, he played like a certain particular part of a level where he was not really convinced of performing, and he has this trick, like it counts to like 30. If he can make it till 30, he's done the trick enough times to do it in a run. So if he fails, he goes -1. If you make it, +1. And if you can make it till 30, then he can do it.
Wow.
It's his way of practicing, and he always does this. And when he's like, okay, 30, I can do this, next. And he just picks another level, and he just speeds around that until he gets 30 again. And
I just want to...
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead, Carl.
No, it varies from like a minor jump or like a barrel sequence. That you just had to do it in a fast pace.
Right. I just want to explain a picture that came up as well. If you go back to the picture before the empty room, Fiesel, empty room being what the practice room looked like on the last day after everyone had left. But there's a picture of a bunch of people sitting outside under like a thing. Just have to point out that we weren't allowed to drink in the venue, and it started to rain when we went out to the park, so we had to find a bike shelter to sit in and drink in. So in probably the most trampish moment of my life, we sat out there, but we took chairs from inside out there though to sit on, so it was okay. But the beer was rationed out accordingly based on how much I thought the people could drink without getting wasted.
You did a good job.
Yeah, we did pretty well. Only Idgod managed to get drunk, but we think we know why. He's a lightweight. But it was basically
because coughing into a vagina, he said.
For the record, that's a Cards Against Humanity thing. But yeah, basically it was the last day, and I didn't want anybody to get really drunk and smash anything, so I wanted to like try and 1984 my way through the alcohol. But anyway, back to the runs. Vice City Bingo happened, which was mess based on layout. If you ever do bingo at a marathon, make sure you have a bingo layout. And through some more games. Little Samson Primal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How'd that go?
Oh no, it went really well. I actually almost did a new PB/world record for that.
Nice.
I think I was like 10 seconds away from it. So yeah, I did really, really well. I also tried a new strat that I tried like 10 minutes before the run in the practice room. I did it.
Nice.
It pretty amazed for that. But yeah, it went pretty well. And of course, before my run, there was 40 Wings by Banguera.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
he got the
world record,
yeah, exactly. He got the world record for that. I saw that.
Yeah, I think there was 2 or 3 world records and a few on pace. Like GoldenEye was on pace for world record at one point, which is insane to happen in a marathon. But I can't remember what the other world record was. But I know
Uncharted.
Uncharted. Well, yeah, Uncharted was a world record.
I think I don't know if it was
Eternal Darkness was a world record too, by Zweiken.
I saw Mega Man X3 low percent by Genie, but I don't know if that he said it was world record, but I don't know at the end if it was or not.
Yeah, I can't remember. He switched back and forth, didn't he? He told me it was, and then he told me it wasn't, but I'm not sure.
Saints Row 3 was a PB.
Yeah, Saints Row 3 was a PB. Yeah. All right, then Tetrisphere, a Meridian Classic. How did that go?
Very well. Was beyond my own expectation, to be honest. Since there were 2 donation incentives, both were met. The second one I actually put in to add an extra challenge to cancel all audio cues. Yeah. I have not practiced that at all. There was purely a blind run for canceling all audio cues as well. Last year I did Tetrisphere as well during the bonus stream, blindfolded. I choked on level 82, and now I just did it blindfolded, aka just turned my back to the TV, and cancel all audio cues.
Nice.
And another thing to mention is that the chat went ballistic. Like, oh, he has a camera in his glasses. Take off your glasses.
Oh, he's using a mirror in the background so he can see the TV.
Cover the TV. So you see like Tompa rushed over with his blanket over the TV. And then they're saying, oh, his head, he's getting signals from outer space. And then it's like, the people in the chat are signaling him. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just let Carol play. And he just did the puzzle for me. I just told him what to do.
Nice.
And then I think eventually the chat went so crazy that he receives vibrations from the air conditioning. But by the time I was like, please, how can I convince people that this is legit run? But yeah, it was done, and I think I managed to convince.
Yeah. Well, sounds good. All right.
Okay. From the air conditioning.
Of course.
Yeah, the chat.
There wasn't even any air conditioning, was there? Anyone at the event could tell you that there wasn't.
There wasn't.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So later on in that day, went through, had some Tony Hawk runs. There was the double dash, went as it usually does, i.e. fantastically. We had our Sunshine step in. Very big thanks to Chrism. Originally going to be a 4-player Sunshine race, ended up being a single-player run by someone who wasn't signed up originally. GTA 3, how did that go? Vatska.
Pretty good from what I remember. I think we lost the dodo, unfortunately, out of bounds, so we didn't get Eidgard didn't get to show off the strats with the dodo, which is a plane you're not supposed to fly. Yeah. But apart from that, I think it went good.
Yeah,
from what I remember.
Remember the Vice City one we didn't mention, but that was pretty entertaining.
Oh yeah,
a particular highlight.
Completely packed, and even though I think we were told to keep it a bit more serious than the Vice City run with karaoke percent from last year.
Which
but we still got some karaoke in there with a Japanese boy.
I think the what I said was just do a good run. That's what I eventually ended up with. I want to see if there's a highlight of pole position.
Of pole position.
Pole position, which is pretty funny for someone's got it on YouTube, so let me go looking for that. Opposition is going to be about an hour or something in.
This is going down a very dangerous path.
No, it's good. All right. It should be the right URL for you, Feasel. That's the same one again. Thanks, YouTube.
Well then.
There you go. That should be it. I enjoyed watching this with the choice of model. Definitely. So
Yes.
you forgot about that, did you?
Yeah, I'm not sure I can play videos that I didn't download ahead of time, so
oh,
might want to link that in the chat.
You downloaded that whole YouTube thing? You downloaded the whole Cotty one?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll link it in the chat, no problem. But that is what it looked like. Basically, they played with a Sonic the Hedgehog custom model. And so it's Sonic popping in and out of a strip club again and again and again, which was very fun. But the small yellow stream room was packed full of people for that. So GTA, being good.
You had to show up early to
to get in, yeah. And Half-Life and Half-Life 2, I believe, went well. Well, Half-Life 2 went well for Elgu. He crushed everybody. Then we had SWAT 4, which was quote worth it. AMVX, I don't know if you had any handle on tech in that game, in that setup, but
I did, and it actually went quite well.
Yeah,
overall.
well,
I'd argue for what it
was. Yeah, it
what
some
was.
problems. It was about 40 minutes of setup, but considering that was a marathon first, as it were, 10-player co-op on PC.
Well, like I said, when you get to the RTMP, it's better than from where it was, from the amount of people that we had. It's much better than actually having it all cabled, because cabled would be a nightmare. But obviously, like I said, that being said, when you are doing 10 players and you're trying to get them all to work, and then XSplit decides, no, I don't like that many inputs, and decides to crash, and a host of other things, then it's always going to happen in these sorts of situations. I'd be amazed if it actually went off flawlessly. To be honest.
Yeah,
however,
no one would have expected it to go flawlessly.
Yeah, so we've got a bunch of things that we've learnt from this time. So next time it goes a lot smoother. It's like you say, marathon first. The one
just to
bit
point
which
out,
I
marathon
think,
first, because it was a really dumb idea. I mean, much
Well,
respect to Oasis, it was a really stupid. It
I
literally
think- I
said, "Can
think
we do it?" And
everyone-
Oasis said, "Yes, I want to do it." It's like, okay,
I
you
think
guys can
everyone
do it.
realized how ridiculous it was going to be about 30 seconds after we'd actually started. And the entire audio was just filmed with "Police, get your hands down, put your hands up, police!" Just
The
mashing
audio
from
was not
10 people.
expected. Yeah.
The mashing of 10 people of commands of "Police, get your hands up," and
Yeah.
trailers.
Yeah,
That's when I think everyone lost it.
yeah, definitely. It was quite a rush. All right. Move on to some games. I'm trying to figure out. I don't remember many of these, how they went, but I know Friday the 13th had cosplay, right?
Yeah, by Dexter.
Yeah, and
He did all the run silently without saying a word and just playing and
in the bloody
with
mask.
with his sword. Yeah, with his bloody sword.
Yeah. And then Strider race was apparently really good too.
Oh yeah, people were actually hyped a lot for that Strider race between Bangera, Bad Bricks, Cool Kid, and Infested Reach.
Yeah.
Cool Kid destroyed them all. He's
Yeah.
the master of that game. He actually got the world record some
Yeah.
days.
he
Some
did
days after ESA.
4:06.
Yeah. And it was pretty good. Bangera wasn't prepared for that, so he didn't go very well, but he tried.
Yeah.
I think Rich got second place. Yeah, was not too far behind Cool Kid, and Then third place got by Bad Breaks. It was a good race. Everyone was so good. Was so good to watch it.
Yeah, another
For
good
such a short game, I
race.
think it was like 5 minutes game. So
Yeah. All right, then we had a few more games, but Golden Sun was one I particularly enjoyed because it was 50-something minutes underestimate, which as well as being a world record was exactly what I wanted at that point in the marathon to get things back on schedule. So that was Ball/Bloodduster/ 1,000 other IDs who got that.
Sorry, Banguera, you got third place.
And Gary got third. Okay. All right, it's fine. Everyone remembers third place anyway, Banguera, so it'll be fine. But then that night was Pokemon Leaf Green into the Mario 64 4-player race with Hampen, Fuzzy, CP, and Noisy, which was a good race too. Went down well. And then Cop Power's 100% Super Metroid race run, which I don't know how that went. He asked me to commentate, but I really didn't feel like I would do a very good job of it. So yeah, I think that probably went well. Bayonetta was on 2:20 in the morning. That was that. I mean, I was there for commentary, so the commentary was fun. So we'll leave it at that. And then basically sort of a bunch more games. The Kingdom Hearts 2 final mix run was really good by Bloody Biscuits, and he got world record backstage at the event. The Mario Bros 2, Super Mario Bros 3, the Contra run, DuckTales 2, Frezzy was there for that last bit, Batman, and then Majora's Mask Roundup.
Batman.
Yeah.
Batman was also really hyped as well.
Yeah.
They all made an agreement of doing a really, really hard trick. Actually, Bad Breaks managed to get that agreement of Dexter and Infested Reach. They had to do that trick, and actually Dexter failed it twice, I think, losing like 20 seconds or more, and Reach maybe once. Bad Breaks got it first try, but sadly he died by RNG. We can say that. As long as he say like that happens like one time over 100 or something. At least he say that. I don't know for sure. It's Bad Breaks, you know. But yeah, Bad Breaks did really well except for that. And Dexter remained Batman even this year.
Yeah. So just to point out, actually, right, CP Kaka didn't race, and just to confirm the tables, they may look strong in that, but I know AMVX at one point was quite worried about a certain table bending a lot.
Yeah, like you could visibly see the bow that was appearing in it. I was like, that's not good.
It's not gonna survive. It lasted.
Yeah, and then someone about 10 minutes later was leaning on it as well, and I was just waiting for it to crack and just see the screens crash.
I'm very glad about that it didn't break. But apparently metal chairs suck, as I recall. There's a piece of feedback we got.
I didn't have a problem with the chairs though. I know so many other people did.
I didn't either, but people did. Apparently the chairs suck. So I guess we can talk a little bit about pictures coming up. So area sort of looking at now was the practice area and a hallway, which was much cooler and nicer. Then there was the kitchen area. This is the bit where a projector in the back. There's a big kitchen area. A bunch of people sat, which where the PCs were. Practice room, giant practice room there. There's a yellow stream room there. Fantastic. Big blue practice room, stream room, and then nice outdoor area where people drank outside the last night of the marathon. There was a little celebration sort of thing going on outside the side of the venue. We didn't want people drinking inside the venue, and it's illegal to drink in public in Sweden, but we figured if we were just technically outside, it would work out. No one got in trouble as far as I know. But then there was a few nights out. You went on a few nights out, right, Meridian? There's a lot more going out into town this time, right?
Well, until 2 a.m.
Until
yeah, we went to this this bar right next to the park in the church. We actually just wanted to go out, and suddenly we saw like this entire other group from ESA. Like, wait, let's just park ourselves here and have a chat with the rest. And actually, we just, well, me for instance, just didn't leave until the bar closed. It was a blast. It was really really nice talking with everybody.
Where you drank on that thing up there, actually, it was where we drank last year in our celebration, except we hid underneath it because we were scared. We were scared we were going to get busted.
Oh, you mean in the park?
Yeah.
Are you the park where you could swim?
Yeah.
Oh, I actually linked a photo.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, that picture. Yeah. But
no, I actually mentioned
Tompa's music book. Sorry, I think it was Tompa's book of songs, I think. But yeah, but yeah, there was the lake, which was great. You enjoyed the lake, didn't you, Primal?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Then there was water fights was a big thing this year. If you tried to go outside at certain points during the day, you would be drenched. No, regardless. Any of you caught in or involved in water fights? I think you were one of them evil ones, Fazka.
Yeah, well, people were waiting for people to come back from the pizza place.
Yeah.
They were standing outside the kitchen door with water guns ready and just came all over us.
Did we have that?
I had to run past about 5 or 6 people. Like, I sacrificed 2 others to get myself in dry. I'm sorry to those other people.
Yeah.
I had a problem was we came back from Max Burger. I think, again, I went there a few times. I think that was with Sloop. Yeah, I think it was just... Was it with you, Primal, actually?
What?
When we came back from Max Burger, did we get attacked by water pistols? No, I tell a lie. It wasn't Max at AMVX. It was when we went to cash the well-earned recycling money.
With me?
Yes,
No. It was with AMVX. Yeah, we got back to find
you. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. We got back to find Oasis in particular. Oasis, Sloop, and Adam, all soaked from head to toe, all with water pistols, balloons, jugs full of water, waiting for us. And I ran away, and I had to take my shoes off because I couldn't run in them. So my shoes were outside in the rain and so on for about 12 hours because I was too scared to try and get them. But yeah, water fights were a big deal. A bunch of mystery tournaments backstage and side events that were all really fun to do. You entered the mystery tournament, didn't you? We got DQ'd the first round for being late eating food. We went to get burgers instead.
I was hungry.
Yeah, so was I. We were starving. We were really hungry. We got back to find we've been booted. Well, Primal had been booted out of winners round, and I managed to luck my way in. Did pretty well. The games, as far as I recall, there was Power Stone, which was really good. Star Control 2, which I did really well at. There was Mario Strikers, right? The GameCube one?
I don't know. I didn't play that because I was DQ for
There was Psychic Force, which was awful. Mortal Kombat 1, the original, which is really bad. Press start to block. And if you don't know that start is block, because why would you ever press that? You just die to Sub-Zero or Scorpion or anything the whole time. Psychic Force, there were 2 characters that were just ridiculous. One did a 90% combo with about 3 or 4 buttons. I'm trying to think of what else there was in that mystery tournament, but there was Metroid Prime.
Yeah, Metroid Prime, some Sonic
versus
game.
Mode.
Sonic game.
Sonic Heroes.
Yeah.
Sonic Heroes, holy smokes. Then there was also a really good tournament backstage, was the Windjammers tournament. That game is really fun. We had some footage, but I didn't get it to Feasel in time. My bad. But that was the Windjammers event. That was really fun. We had a Mario Kart 8 tournament backstage. The PM tournament, the Project M and Melee tournament went on really well. And one other I'm thinking of, the BlazBlue naturally, BlazBlue tournament. BlazBlue probably the most. Oh yeah, Micro Machines as well. The bad Micro Machines. There's so many good Micro Machines games, and the worst one was the one played. But then yeah, there was a BlazBlue being probably the most played tournament backstage. I would say. Anything else we should mention particularly?
Board
Did you
games.
mention
Board
the
games,
bowling?
yeah.
Board
Oh,
games.
yeah. Well, let's do board games then bowling and cinema trip. So Fatska was king of board games pretty
It
much.
was amazing. We played a lot. Especially shout outs to Etholon,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
lives in Höfte and brought just a bunch of stuff. Especially a cool version of Carcassonne he made himself out of Perlos,
Yeah,
which is
pixel
really
art.
cool. Yeah.
Mm.
And we played a weird car racing game, which was a board game, and some dungeon creating game. I don't even know what it's called anymore.
Then there was a bunch of magic went on backstage as well.
Yeah,
Um,
I learned Magic. A bunch of people learned Magic, and we had a sealed deck tournament. I think that's what it's called. That's the
Yeah.
technical term.
Primal, you
on
played
Wednesday.
You played some magic, didn't you, Primal?
Yeah. So Magic the Gathering with
Really
Candyman.
amusing watching that game. I actually sat down and watched it and tried to play a game afterwards, but it was one deck in English, one deck in Italian, and one deck in German, and just having people try and translate the things to one another so they could share them was
Yeah.
really, really enjoyable.
Candyman gets so angry. I mean, why everyone cannot play in fucking
In
English?
English.
Oh!
Because I'm sure he understands. If he tried to buy an English pack of cards in Italy, he would understand why you can't. But it was just full of just like, wait, what is this word? Like, how would you translate this? And Primal would give me the card, and I'd be like this? It's like, no, like this. Like, trying to figure it out. That was good fun.
Flicky was
is-
really sad about nobody playing land destruction decks.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I was
man.
wondering. They sounded like they'd be cheap. Like, but yeah, I played a game afterwards. Although admittedly, I was mostly played for by Ball. But yeah, a bunch of people played that. There was cooking. That was actually one thing to mention. Seeing this picture, the Austrian production line for the
Schnitzel.
schnitzel.
So,
Oh, don't forget the tiramisu.
Oh, and the tiramisu, yeah. But there was the communal
Great.
cooking went down a storm. It's something I'd love to see more of these. But the Austrian production line, there were a lot of Austrians at the at ESA, and they all had one job in the making of the schnitzel and the accompanying dishes. So there would be one person tenderizing the meat, one person like spicing it and herbing it, one person rolling it in the egg and flour and stuff like that. Just this long production line. Yeah. Oh, the Never Happened Before thing. Cotty Stung by, yeah. So this was a good addition to the Never Happened Before board, which was descriptions of what some of them were. I like the Adam AK sleeping one was good. And Cotty Stung by B. Just for the sake of it. But yeah, there was some other trips out. So AMVXU went bowling, right?
Yeah, a whole group of us went bowling. Meridian was in on that one as well.
Picture in Skype for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that I think that went really, really well. I think more. Hopefully next time, probably more people can do it. Even if it's not just bowling, just activities like that, because it just brought a lot of us a little bit closer together. We got to spend some time, out of, I will argue, the sweaty practice room and not looking at a screen, where you get to spend time talking to them, looking at each other, and it also provides a bit of competition as well.
So,
Meridian beasted it, might I add, as well.
Yeah.
No way.
Also, there was the cinema trip as well, which was a similar sort of thing. But there's one thing that happens at marathons as they go, and I'm sure Fevers will agree with this. Actually, he could add classic games to the list as well. But AGDQ 2011, there was a few food trips, but nothing really. AGDQ 2012, there were a few more trips, people going out, and by 2013, even more people going out and doing stuff. And 2014, even more and more. So every year they go, people head out more and more, and that's always a fun event. I think Fiza would agree. It's nice to get some time away from the venues.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But yeah, I think everyone enjoys them. Even just food trips. They're going for a walk to try and find that buffet, the supposed Thai buffet that was when we got there. It shut immediately. For the record, if you're ever in Khövda, do not go to China House Chinese restaurant. It is the worst Chinese food I've ever eaten. But
Thank you very much.
Gotcha.
Did you go AMVX?
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to swear, but it was effing atrocious.
We had some good food. There's quite a lot, some good food around there in Khövda, but there's the odd place that you just don't go to. Yeah, there was a place, Marlin's. Someone mentioned Marlin's in the chat. Marlin's did a really good pizza. Their burger was well, a lot of people really liked it, but I'm pretty sure AMVX and I got a bad batch of the pepper attack, the pepper spray seasoning, as it would be, as it were. It was really good.
Yeah, that was just so intense. It like the actual rest of the dish wasn't too bad. Just that sauce was just like wow.
Yeah, my burger was very, very peppery, but everybody else was really good. So, but Marlin's was a great place. You went to Marlin's, didn't you, Primal?
Yeah, we did from first time, I think.
we have a discount for Marlin's next year, as far as I know, or there might
really?
be one. Yeah, did you not hear about Bad Breaks?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he talked to the pub owner and he said, "Oh yeah, next year we're gonna be here. Are you gonna do a discount?" Yeah, of course. Just let me know.
Just for you.
Marlin's is that at the place next to the church?
Yeah.
Yeah, the pub where we were at the last night.
Yeah. The last night, yeah.
The play was great.
Yeah, it was good.
I think we went for dinner there, right, Flicky?
We went for dinner there the night after, I think.
I think the night before. With Benkera and Susie.
Oh yeah, we went for the smaller dinner, yeah. And but we went there for a bigger dinner on the last night. I think the Tuesday, the very last night. We went to Marlin's again. It was good.
Bigger dinner?
Actually, that was the Tuesday? No, well, it was literally like everyone left pretty much at the venue except Fatska because he hates fun. Yeah. Actually, did you come? I don't think you did. You did.
For the last night dinner, no.
Yeah.
I had eaten a lot that day.
Yeah.
It was
about 95% of the people left went or something, and just a bunch of boring GTA people stayed. No, yeah, it was a bunch of boring GTA people stayed, didn't they?
Of course.
But yeah. So thanks to Bad Breaks bonding with some of the staff there, which was partly and thanks to Primal's adventures at Marlin's, which we won't get into in too much detail. There will be a discount next year. But I will tell you about how I found out about Primal's adventures, which, let's just put it this way, it involves drinking a bit too much and some plumbing. Okay, I'll just let your imagination fly. All right, but I was told about it because it was like, was it the Monday night or was it Tuesday night?
I don't know.
It was one of those nights. And I'm trying to head to one of the rooms to like check on the schedule and everything to make sure everything's going well. And Bad Breaks just grabs me. And he says in his way, as he always does, "Flicky!" like that. And as everyone probably knows, I'm not the biggest guy in the world. Bad Breaks isn't either, but he's a lot bigger than I am.
Yeah.
He's got like 30 centimeters or a foot or so on me. And he's not fat and out of shape or anything either, so I can't like out muscle him in any way. And he just grabs me around the shoulders and holds me much tighter than I wanted to be held at that point. He's like, Flicky, I got a story. And I was like, oh, Bad Breaks, hey, I need to go to the small room. He's like, no. And he told me the story all about the plumbing, and the duo was there as well with his phone showing me video of what was going on.
Yeah.
And I was stuck there for about 5-6 minutes while Bad Breaks told me the story.
Yeah, when I woke up the next morning, everyone at ESA were
Yeah,
know about it.
about
So,
it.
what? Oh, everyone knows already about it.
Everyone knew. Everyone knew. Keep it quiet. Shh. But like people were asking me if I knew about it later on. Oh.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Poor Primal. Poor Primal. But yeah, so I don't know if there's anything else necessarily that needs to be mentioned aside from are there any last runs we should mention for being amazing?
What?
Are there any runs, any other runs or anything we should have mentioned for being really good?
That we didn't say. I don't know. Almost go all the way through the list.
I actually
I
think
would
we got
say-
everything.
We got a lot of
Okay.
stuff there, yeah. Pretty
I'd
much.
definitely say go back and watch the Crash Team Racing if you do get the chance,
Yeah.
because that really was good. They changed lead like so many
Yeah.
times.
Really close. It was really close.
I
Watching
like the Goof Troop
Oh yeah.
run by Alco and Edeno,
Mhm.
with the commentary of Blackie from America.
Yeah, yeah. I had the Skype thing went down well.
Yeah, they
Um,
did really good. And Joka and Nudwa Chippendale race was also really good.
Yeah.
Oh, still with Blackie, the commentary, Chippendale is really Blackie is really in that game.
Yeah, yeah. Blackie's pretty damn good at that game.
Yeah.
We almost didn't put ESA in it because Blackie and Cypher were quote too good, but it worked out. But yeah, it was another great event, as they all are. Every speedrun event I've been to has been an absolute blast. So everyone's just sort of thinking about next year and kind of considering AGDQ if they can afford it, I think.
Yeah, I'll submit somewhere this week
Yeah,
my games.
yeah. Or,
Even if
No,
I don't get accepted, I might consider still going. Since
I would suggest you go regardless. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple of friends living near Washington D.C.,
Mhm.
so it's all good. Watch games, go out, have fun.
Yeah. It's just yeah. Right. So there you go. ESA. Great. A lot of people there enjoyed it, which was the main goal. So I know a bunch of people are like now trying to organize meetups, and they realize how close they live to one another. Like the bunch of people I was speaking to, it's like, especially the Dutch guys. It's like, where do you live? Here. Oh, this person, this person, this person, this person lives here. Really? Yeah. Why don't you go hang out with them? Oh yeah, I guess we could. Like, that makes sense.
Yeah. When are you coming over, Flicky?
I told you
Somewhere-
September, probably.
September.
Flicky,
Yeah.
Flicky, when are you coming over?
It'll be like November, I think.
One
October,
person in this call
November.
is said right now.
I've already went to Fatska. Fatska, apparently we're going to Croatia or something.
Yeah, apparently we are. I think Pipe said something about November.
November again. Okay.
He said you wanted to go in November. I can.
Yeah, there's
make
a
time.
fair or something on in Zagreb. I don't know, dude. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to Sicily at some point, Primal. I don't know. And
you can come if you want.
Austria as well. Austria was going to be September, but I can organize this off the show. All right. Now, speaking of cool things that are great and fun, we have a bunch of records to do. For those guests who are sticking around, which is anyone planning on heading off?
I can stay.
No.
Fantastic. There is the Google Doc there, which has been linked to. If you could all open that up and we'll head through. If you do not know how this works, if you know anything about these games, butt in and interrupt me. If not, you'll be randomly assigned a thing to read. I think you've been on the show before, Primal. You have, haven't you? So you should know how this works.
Not as a guest.
Not as a guest.
No. Just
Well,
watch
okay,
it.
I'm wrong. So there you go. You're all new. Oh dang. Okay. So yeah, you just follow my lead and my lead and Feasel's lead, and we'll take you through it. Feezy, are you good to go?
I'm good to go. Let's do some records.
Yeah. Let's do some records. Right. Let's start off, Feasel, because you haven't been speaking much, because obviously not hugely familiar with what it was like to be at ESA, because you weren't there. Being in America and everything and going to SGDQ is kind of pretty hard to go to both. In fact, only one person went to both, so I guess shout outs to Chrism for that one. But could you start us off with Disney's Epic Mickey?
All right, sure, I'd be glad to. So we got Disney's Epic Mickey for the Wii U. This is an any percent run in 3:08 in-game time by the Englishman, who says 3:13 in-game was my long-standing PB, and I'm incredibly happy to have finally beaten it. This run is much harder and way more intense than Epic Mickey 2, and due to it being a Wii exclusive, a much bigger arm workout. Still, I managed to hold it together until the penultimate level where I fell apart, before recovering again with a solid final level. My next goal is sub 3, and it's Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, not Oswald the Cat, although Oswald's girlfriend, Hortensia, is a cat. Well, interesting. I don't know what that's in reference to, but...
I was saying he was a cat last week.
Oh, okay, it's correction from previous.
Yeah, it was me not knowing it was a rabbit, but yeah, I don't know. So there's a cat in there somewhere, so...
Oh, kind of volume up too much.
Do you want to go into Epic Mickey 2 as well for when we're...
Well, we have a highlight for that also, but I can start in on that one.
Oh, well, yeah.
Alright, so this is Epic Mickey. Well, wait, let's let this one finish first.
Yeah, okay.
Spoilers, Mickey's gonna jump around a bunch.
No way. Was this... Yeah, okay. Was this game particularly... Have any of you guys played this?
Yeah, I love this game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I actually watched Englishman's runs of it.
So this would have been a perfect time for you to step up and say that.
Well, I didn't want to steal your thunder.
Me, I don't have any thunder to steal.
Poor Peter's been quiet for so long, I didn't want to mention.
Alright, well, Epic Mickey 2 is coming up now. We got also, oh, this is for the PC version actually, this is not Wii. PC version, any percent in 1 hour, 15 minutes, 36 seconds by the Englishman, who says, not only did I beat both my Epic Mickey 1 and 2 PBs on the same day, but on consecutive attempts. Running on the adrenaline of beating that 3:13 EM1 barrier from earlier, I managed to get this run. There's a modified route and a new trick involving spamming the pause button to skip through otherwise unskippable dialogue. Everything was brilliant except for the penultimate level. Notice the pattern? Still, it's almost good enough to consider submitting to SDA and replace my old 118 that's still in verification.
Yeah. What's it? Wait, was it 118 now a 115.36? All right.
Yeah.
Did you play this as well? AMVX? Like, what are these games actually like?
The second one is a little different from the first one. The first one had a lot more expectation to it. The second one sort of let a lot of people down. I know I was expecting a little bit more. I was hoping they would learn from some of their mistakes. First one has a host of camera issues for starters, and like was mentioned, it's a Wii exclusive. So it's not like super HD graphics, and yes, you do have to deal with the motion controls. The games themselves are actually quite fun, and there actually are some pretty cool skips and such in them. The pause strat I actually hadn't heard of before, believe it or not, and for Epic Mickey 2. They're great for co-op runs as well, because you can play as Oswald and Mickey in the second one, and that has different strategies again for it. But Englishman has been running these for months now, and it's nice to see that he's getting some good return on them as well, some good times down.
Nice, good to hear. Glad we have. See, this is good. That's why we get guests, and they can tell us about stuff we don't know about. So, right, next up is Dust Force, which is a cracking game. Really good title. This is these. Okay, now. Single segment, all levels, no finesse glitch. And I think Dice, who ran this in 4910, is going to explain what that exactly means. Because I know that we're slowly learning, but we're not always quite as accurate as we'd like to be with these definitions. So, SS, all levels, is essentially the 100% category for Duck Force. Ah, nuts.
Yeah, SS is
not single segment. Okay. I was flipping between it, one or the other. Okay, so SS is not single segment. It is the highest rank you can achieve on a level. One S is for completion, of course, getting all the dust on level, and the other is finesse, not getting hit or losing your combo. This category used to be the standard SS all levels category, Then the finesse glitch, exiting a level right before slowdown gives you an S in finesse, was found, which dropped times pretty quickly and made the run a lot easier and more accessible. You could die and respawn at a checkpoint to continue the level. Because you could die. Okay, so without the finesse glitch, you have to restart the level. After raising the question to the community, it appears that the majority of the people are in favor of splitting the categories, and I think that makes sense. I would consider this run to be very good, with one major death, which I'm still confused about, that cost me about 35 to 40 seconds. Other than that, this run was really good execution-wise, and I'm happy with it. It's nice to hear communities agreeing on, or discussing and agreeing on things like that, instead of just arguing about it. Not that many do, but I can see why people would be in favor or against the finesse glitch. So it makes sense just to allow both and let people have fun running the game.
Sure.
Yeah.
That game is so difficult to start off with that, you know, if there is a glitch to make it easier, it probably should be treated as a separate category.
Yeah, and I can see why people who enjoy the game would not mind having it slightly easier time with it. I mean, it's still not exactly easy, as you can see by the clips.
On the spikes.
Yeah, I'm looking at that now. Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, and those
All right.
are spikes there that if you go too far in, you die. Okay.
Is it like the
Alright.
same mechanics as Super Meat Boy?
Similar.
Except
Similar,
you
yeah.
need to clean stuff.
Yes.
Basically.
All right. Final Fantasy VI. Are any of you particularly familiar with this? Everyone seems to have a secret Final Fantasy that they run that no one knows about. So I don't know if any of you did 6.
No.
No, 6. Okay, well let's give it to Meridian then.
Final Fantasy VI?
Yes. Read
Is that-
the informations, and there's going to be a clip playing. It's actually number 6 on our list, which is very convenient. So,
That's intentional.
is it? We do
Final
have a
Fantasy
gap at
6
2,
in
actually.
column in row 6. Mm-hmm.
All right, when you're ready, Meridian, read away.
Read
I've
away.
highlighted your row for you.
Well, I hope this is the version I know of, because there's like difference between Japanese and
Yeah,
the American version.
yeah, I think this is the one you should know.
Yeah, this is the one with Terra, the girl that
Yeah.
started to become like a captive of this
Yeah.
this metal thing army.
Mm.
And at some point, they're trying to retrieve some Esper in the cave,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
this Esper apparently to be still alive, and it reacted to this character Terra, and she got free from this mechanical enchantment, and then she become more of aware of what she actually is, and so this entire game she's developing more into this Esper thing, and becoming friends with everybody around her. You see here a whole bunch of, and then we see the
Friends.
world records.
Yeah. But yeah, it's LCC's new 90% in 353.42. It's just mentions it now uses the sketch glitch to skip a large section of the game. Equip Moogle charms on all parties and a check with the goggles to glitch out the magic menu to be able to use items as though they were magic. All right, nice. So there's a big wrong warp. So finding more and more wrong warps in the land of Final Fantasies. All right, floating runner, Fatska. Your name begins with F, so you can take this one.
All right.
Yeah.
This is Floating Runner on the PlayStation 1. Any percent category in 16 minutes, 59 seconds by Caveman DCJ. And his comment is sub 17, even if only by a hair. Thanks to Espagok, who showed me some cool strats for a few levels to make the run faster. I think I'm going to have a look into the game more to get any significant time changes. So I'm going to do that. Also, AGDQ hype.
Yeah. Feel free to get high for AGDQ. It might be a long autumn, but you know, go for it. And then 4-second frenzy. We'll give this one to Primal just to read quickly. Say everyone's
Okay.
had a go.
So 4-second frenzy PC version normal, 3 minutes 16 seconds by Peter Afro. And his comment is get wrecked. ladder lol. sub 310 is doable.
Well, there you go.
Do you think that's hours, minutes, not like minutes,
I don't
seconds,
know,
or
it's-
seconds?
Minutes or-
I'm gonna
Some-
click the
some
YouTube
seconds?
video and find out. No, it's 3 minutes.
It's 4
Well,
second
actually,
frenzy, so
it's
why
called
does it
4 second
take 3
frenzy.
minutes to do a 4 second frenzy?
I think
Well,
it's
it's
like
like-
half-minute hero.
No,
Yes.
4 second frenzy is like a whole bunch of very, very small games that you have to complete in 4 seconds.
Oh.
And then once you complete it, you go to the next one and the next one and the next one. And I think they're all randomized. I'm not 100% sure, but you have to check up on the internet. It's really, really challenging. And I think he did all the puzzles within 3 minutes, 16 seconds.
I'm hoping Glader lol is something in the game and we're not inciting a fight between two people.
I think, I
sorry.
think it's a person.
It probably is,
Yeah, I think he broke the records of Glade LOL.
Alright, so here we go. We have Half-Life 2, Episode 1 and Episode 2. Now, I want you to see some contrast between these two comments. They're both Elgu. It's 39:26 Episode 1. It's 43:48 Episode 2. And for one, Elgu says, I've been running this game on and off for a bit over a year now, and it's by far the best run I've ever gotten. I'm going to stop running the game for now. For people who may have not seen a run before, this game is really cutscene and RNG heavy for the first 22 minutes of the game, and to top that off, you have one of the hardest tricks in Source games after all the ball grab you have to go through. This run has no save reloads or deaths, making this one of the few runs of this game. Kind. Fuck this game. Okay. This is episode 1. For the record, don't play poker against Elgu, because it doesn't matter how well he plays, he's going to win anyway. He is very lucky. Put that way. Now, for the Half-Life Episode 2 comment, to move on from Elgu, his poker skills to his Half-Life 2 skills, he got this 70%, 43-48, and his comment here is just simply too fast. So you can see that one is a game he's clearly passionate about, loves and hates at the same time, and the other one it's just too fast. So, but yeah, Elgu's really great Half-Life 2 runner. I think he has the records in both Episode 1 and 2, and a very competitive time in Half-Life 2, if not one of the best. So I do not want to make some kind of bold claim like he has world record in 2, because I don't know for sure, but very good at them, that's for sure.
He doesn't, I believe. Gognak still
Doesn't.
has that.
Ah, there you go. But he's got competitive times at least, so he's pretty good. He's a pretty good guy. He's Then we've got Karnov. A game that's supposedly bad, but I refuse to believe it, based entirely only on the artwork of the box. This is Karnov NES, any percent in 1013 by Dragon Dark. Says it still needs a lot of routing, but this is a good start. Sub 10 is easily possible. Armpit fireballs. Karnov, like, what's that Dino game? Diesel, is it Dino Wars that has the front cover I love?
Maybe.
I think it's Dino Wars Escape from Spondylus or something, but Karnov and that game have just cracking cover art. Make the game look much better than it actually is. Then we got Mario Kart. Sorry, Mario Golf.
Nope.
How dare I confuse those
You've got
two?
Mario Kart on the brain.
It says, yeah, well, I looked at N64 on all courses, and my assumption then was it was Mario Kart. No, it's Mario Golf. N64 all courses in 1 hour, 2 minutes, 51 seconds by R White Goose. There's no comment or anything, but I like these golf speedruns. I like the idea of just having someone take a casual golf game and just think, yeah, now stuff it.
I'd like
They're
to watch
also
speed
really
golf in
fun.
real life.
Yeah,
personally.
speed golf in real life would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Watching them run down to the ball,
Right.
or load themselves in the caddy, in the.
Yeah, you got to be ready to hit the ball the moment it lands.
Yeah.
Well, no, you just stand on the caddy and then just like say, just slow down here, hit it, and then just keep driving.
Yeah, that would be great.
We had to have a whole team of people waiting to hit the ball the moment it hits the ground, so that it just never stops.
Nice. All right. Hey, this is a Mega Man game, so we should give this to Primal then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never played this game actually. I should, but it's Mega Man Powered Up for PSP version. The category is Mega Man True Ending by YoshiPro 101. Comment says 19:27:633 in-game time. This is a solid improvement over my last run. one death to the Gutsman second platform skip, which is extremely precise, and considering it costs less than 10 seconds isn't too bad. The rest of the run was extremely solid, except for Electman and Wily 4. 19.0x is my current goal, and I am unsure if I'll go for sub 19. Shoutouts to Satoru for being the person who got me interested in running this game with his whole old SDA run of 2220. Okay.
Yeah, this is a cool game.
Basically,
that looks like real fun, and I don't like Mega Man games by default.
Yeah, basically, Powered Up is should be the remake of Mega Man 1 plus two additional Robot Masters. Since Mega Man 1 is the only one that has 6 Robot Master, this has 8, like the other Mega Man games. So, plus other stuff that I'm seeing right now, like that skateboard thing. I don't know.
The skateboard was in another one, right? Like this.
Yeah, it was in Mega Man 8. Mega Man 8. There is a skateboard section, but I think this is a Robot Master weapon, so or an utility or something like that. I don't know. Like I don't know, the Magnet Beam or stuff like that.
Magnet Beam crazy.
Definitely gonna check out this game.
Yeah, I think PSP emulates pretty nicely now, so.
Yes, indeed.
Hey ho, I don't know for sure. All right, we got another Mickey Mouse game. Lots of Mickey Mouse going on, but I'm not confident this is. I mean, I can't tell if this is actually a Mickey Mouse game, but it sounds like it might have been. But it's Mickey Mouse 3 Yumi Fusen, which is AMVX. You were forced to learn Japanese at school, right?
Yeah, no.
No, you weren't.
No.
I had a bunch of Australians I met were complaining that they had to learn Japanese at school.
No, my school did a choice of Indonesian, French, or German, which obviously makes entire sense considering the area that we're in.
Yeah, you went with Indonesian, right?
Deutsch.
I actually heard random side thing. Indonesian's actually very interesting and quite intuitive language. So, surprisingly easy for the area, supposedly.
Some places offered like Mandarin Chinese, which makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, except that you would not be able to learn that in school years like that. I mean, I couldn't even grasp French, and that's meant to be quite easy. So, anyway, regardless, we're getting really off track. So this is Yumi Fusen. I was going to ask you just to say it or what it meant, but apparently it's actually been translated.
I can tell
already.
you it means Mickey Mouse 3 Dream Balloon.
Well, it does, but it's an edited in 1824 by Rayquaza 911, who says, aka Mickey Mouse 3 Dream Balloon, which became the great game known as Kid Clown in Nightmare World outside Japan, Kappa. So it's the same as Kid Clown?
I guess.
Oh, right then. There you go. Is it? I don't know if it's officially done or not, but anyway. We got Montezuma's Return on PC. It's 80% in 4048 by Pyoxt, who says, hi. It's your PC pal Pyox here with a fun new Speed game. Sorry, just having met Pyox, that's just especially funny to read. Monty. He calls it Monty. Monty is a first-person platform for the 1998. There's bunny jumping and air strafing, and that feels kind of like Quake 1. I picked up the game a week ago after a blind race versus Shrimp, and managed to cut the time down by 20 minutes using skips found with the help of Zetrov. So, wow, can you see your feet as well? Was that nice? I swear there's just a whole gold mine of old first-person PC games out there that will be so great for running. In the vein of Tech War and all of those.
I had this game written down as Montezuma's Revenge until right before showtime when I noticed that that's not what it was called.
It's called Montezuma's Return, right? I assumed that Montezuma's Revenge was correct when you just said it. Yeah. Montezuma's Revenge a movie or something? Is that a movie or something? I recognize that name.
It's a good reason why this guy might be racing through the level.
Watching his animations, the punching and the kicking, this is fantastic. Random point, another side fact here, speaking of Montezuma, Montezuma's Chocolate is a local chocolate company to where I live in Sussex, so make very good chocolate, a very good salt and lime flavored chocolate, which is much nicer than you may think. Very good. Very good chocolate brand. You might have eaten some actually, Fiesel. Because I've taken it to AGDQ before. Did you ever trust me when I gave you chocolate to eat? If you did, it's probably Montezuma's.
Maybe. I don't remember that happening, but that might have been a result of what you gave me.
He's punching a giant tiki god now, right?
Yeah, I was just about to ask that because it almost looked like a giant lizard at one point, and then it changed. And
Alright. Okay, Pokemon Black then on DS, any percent is 3. I'm going to definitely assume this is 3 hours, 27 minutes by Voolagin. She says, I want to say that this improvement of 3 minutes over my previous record was the result of precise movement, tireless practice, and solid new routing. But honestly, I mostly just saved time by playing on DS Fat instead of 3DS. That said, I did manage to not hit any spinners, and there are some slight route differences that can still save time if I play better. So I'll be improving this again pretty soon. Does anyone know what Pokemon you use in Black and White? Because I was told originally it was the grass one for the first time ever, but then somebody told me actually it's not good and they changed it. So I don't know if anybody knows that one, but I'm sure chat will let me know. All right, Fatska, let's give you Portal because it's a game. Yep.
Cool. It's a PC game. Portal inbounds in 12 minutes 39.735 seconds by Blizzik. Pretty happy with this run. I've been after a 12.3x run of this category for a while now, and it feels great to finally have reached my goal. I'm not done with the game yet. I'm still having too much fun. Yeah. Fun is good.
Fun is good. There's a thing I'm gonna again do a terribly bad job of this, but I've been told that somebody is improving the Portal inbounds, and I'm gonna quickly look for this info somewhere. This might actually be it. Well, probably not actually. This is single segment, but Blizzik apparently also, yeah, this is definitely single segment, has also done a segmented run inbounds that was improved at some point. I don't know exactly where or when, but we told him to resubmit it and we'd put it on the show, but I don't know if he did or not. But anyway, I'm mentioning it now. I don't know what the info is or whatever, but if you follow Blizzik on Twitch or whatever, or go find this video, I'm sure you'll find the segmented one as well. So good job, Blizzik. Good to see inbounds runs of this game. As cool as the out of bounds stuff is, it's wacky. It's really different to see the inbound stuff.
Yeah, I'm generally not a big glitchless kind of guy, but I think with a game like this where it's just so glitch heavy that it almost demands another category just so you can play the game a totally different way and have a route that's nothing like it, even though it's the exact same game.
Yeah, exactly. There's not the sneaking out of bounds and then you wondering where you're going to end up. You at least get you almost get given a chance to understand what's going on in this game.
Almost.
in this new inbounds. Still one of my favorite tricks, that one where they use the turret to kill GLaDOS. And something I never thought of playing, and it just seems so obvious now. Yeah. So good job to Blizzik. Oh, hey.
Another Mega Man game.
Another Mega Man game. There you go. Go for it.
Okay, so it's Rockman 5 Air Sliding for NES. Any percent in 35, 40, 45 by my friend Baron Haynes. This is a Mega Man 5 ROM hack where you have a surprising amount of control over Mega Man's aerial movement. Most of the run uses gravity hold and charge kick to evade or pass through enemies and obstacles. It's incredibly fast paced and a lot of fun. This run improves on Axpam's record by about 30 seconds, but it can be optimized a lot further. Shoutouts to Kirby music in every stage. Yeah, I played this game. It's basically Mega Man 5 with the ability to the levels are different, of course, but it has the same Robot Masters, and it has the ability of sliding in the air that changes everything. I mean, you can do a lot of stuff in the air and use that slide wherever you want. And they're really OP, as Baron Haynes told us in the comment is gravity hold, which in this game it can reverse the gravity, so you can actually walk on the roof and stuff like that, and use that thing. He also uses the gravity hold to glitch Crystalman stage, I think. He basically used it in Crystal at the beginning of Crystalman stage, and I don't know how. There is a glitch where if you use that at the beginning, you find yourself at the boss and skip all the stage.
Nice. That game looks crazy. So you can air slide anytime? Like you don't have to unlock it or anything?
As soon as you beat Gravity Man, you have the weapon. Yeah, the gravity hold.
Oh, that looks awesome. I'm liking the looking into the ROM hacks for Mega Man, because it seems like there's a whole load of really good ones out there.
Yeah,
and
hundreds of ROM hack, but this one is really good. It's really good.
Nice. Good job to Baron Haynes. Well done again in the relay. I believe you won your game, technically.
Yeah, he won the Mega Man 5 relay. He did really good.
Yeah. Beating Ohon is no mean feat, so well done there. You beat... No, hang on. Didn't you also beat Ohon technically as well, Primal?
Technically, yes. Ohon died a lot.
Yeah.
I died twice, but I still beat him.
All right, Fiesel. Now this is all you, buddy.
Yeah, okay. Sure, this is all me.
Yeah.
So, let me start this up. Oh, there we go. So this is Rygar. I'm not even on the right page.
It's okay. There's no comment or anything.
There's no comment,
just...
but I want to at least get the time correct.
Well,
Alright, so this is Darkwing Duck. Has got Rygar down to 22 minutes, 24 seconds for the Deathless, any percent Deathless category. And it's because of this skip right here that you're about to see. Basically, I was the one who determined that this is something that you can do on console. I mean, Darkwing and I had talked about this for a while and said, oh, this is probably possible, but we just can't get it to work. And then I found a setup for it, and then Darkwing saw me doing it a whole bunch and rubbing it in his face at SGDQ, and so he went and incorporated this into the run. And so now this is part of Rygar. You get to skip about 40, I'll say like 35 to 40 seconds worth of this level here, which is a huge amount in this game considering how optimized the run is. So there we go. Rygar's back from the dead. Yet again, because Rygar's already like back from the dead. You know.
Seemed like a really
that's not it.
Really precise. Like it didn't look like he should have been able to land on that.
Yeah, it's not. No. It's hard to tell if it's like a one-frame trick. It's not really. It's like it's much easier to get than it looks once you've got the setup for it. But it is very finicky, and there's a couple different parts to it that you have to get right. So, you know, it takes some practice, but it's not really terrible once you work on it a little bit. So there you go. Rygar's got new tech. All
right, so we have as well. So this was a tournament backstage at ESA, and I never was part of the Shaq Fu thing. I think not having an NES and not being American kind of means that I wasn't really exposed to Shaq Fu as a child in any way. So I got to play Shaq Fu at ESA for the first time in the tournament, and oh my god, is it terrible! It's just,
Svenna won it.
Svenna, yes, Svenna won. Svenna won the Shaq Fu tournament, so congratulations to him. My god, I think I won a game. I definitely won one round, sure, but it's fun for the first round. And then it's just not fun. Like, immediately, I couldn't figure out the damage system or anything. Just, like, I would knock my opponent down about 12 times, but he would hit me 3 times, and I would take loads of damage, and he had no idea what he was doing, and I had no idea what was going on. But anyway, congratulations, Dugong, who, for your 522 any% of the Game Boy version, and he proudly says in all caps, I got my world record back. So, if you understand how the damage system works, that would be absolutely great if you could share that information, but well done. And then, this has not been done there, because there's a comment there. Let's, why isn't this text wrapped? I can try and read this manually. But anyway, this is Shovel Knight, PC any percent. Actually, there you go. Let's paste that there. This is Shovel Knight, PC any percent in 59.56 by Captain Drake, one of their heroes at the moment. Everyone's enjoying Captain Drake runs and Shovel Knight. I don't want to say anything's guaranteed to get into AGDQ, but if you're a betting man and you don't like to lose, this would be a good place to try and put some of your cash. That's all I'll say. But Captain Drake has improved it down to sub 50 now, this game. And there's a comment, which is for the most part this run went great. Good stages, and all of the RNG-based bosses can be good patterns. I made some stupid mistakes in Treasure Knight stage that cost me about 15 seconds and lost another 40 or so to map RNG, so those are the two main points of improvement. The main difference between this and my previous PB is I now get the Dust Knuckles, which allow you to do a number of cool little skips, hoping to get a low 49 next. Wow. Have any of you guys played this, Shovel Knight? I know it's hot at the moment.
It's the hot speed game.
Yeah.
I played it casually. I'm not entirely finished with it, but it's a great game.
Oh, cool. All right, there you go. Nice, good to hear. All right, let's go Silent Hill Homecoming, and let's give this one to AMVX.
So Silent Hill Homecoming, any percent on the PS3 at 1 hour 7 minutes 23 seconds by Techie. A guy named Spooky Cookies, that's a hell of a name, came out of nowhere with an incredible new game plus segmented run of this game with a lot of new previously unknown clips. The current 80% is being rerouted with as many as new skips as possible, so more glitches are going to be added soon, and the time is going to go down a lot more.
Is this really a PS3 game?
This one, yeah.
Are you sure these graphics look horrible?
It was not a terribly wonderfully optimized game.
I mean, I could see him going through the walls and everything, and he's sitting in a doghouse at the moment, literally inside it. But yeah, like the graphics, these textures are horrible.
For
yeah,
PS3, yeah.
like I said, it's not exactly a wonderful game. That being said, I don't think this itself is actually doing it justice. It doesn't look as bad when you actually have it in your hands on the console, but compared to the standard that it should have been released at, yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah. I am enjoying these clips though. I like any clip where you literally clip because the camera gets stuck. Like Donkey Kong 64 style. Walk to the wall and check your camera. But yeah.
Uncharted 2 does the same thing, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Just crouch through the wall.
Okay, Sonic 3D Blast we're going to give to Meridian then.
Sonic Blast for the PC, any percentage, bad ending in 26 minutes and 44 seconds by Voided Darkness.
Your darkness is void. You got to go get some new darkness if you want some.
Voided Darkness. After getting through this run, I literally burst into tears. Shoutouts to GTNTG for being my rival and stealing numerous records to push me this far. It's been a long journey with this category, but for now it's finally finished. Off-air comments.
Oh, off-air comment. That's for us. You don't need to read it. It just says that Sega Master System is the superior console to NES, and that anyone who disagrees is a dirty liar. It doesn't say that, but it's about Sega consoles, so I figured I may as well have some fun with it. But yeah. Sonic games, cool speed runs. Nice to see the 3D ones. I played the 3D games and I found them very confusing as to where I was even meant to go and what to do. So it's nice to actually see someone who knows what they're doing play it. I don't know what it was about me in particular. I just got lost a lot.
Oh no, you're not the only one.
That's okay then.
I just never got Sonic. We're like, what? Doesn't this game look a lot like Snake Rattle and Rolls on the NES?
Yeah.
Or Marble Madness?
Marble Madness, yeah.
Well, it may look similar, but it doesn't control the same because you're moving Sonic, not the environment. Nice. All right, Sonic 3D Blast. And then Super Castlevania 4. Fiesel, you can take this one if you wish.
Sure I can. I can take this one. Let me start the video. Alright, so we got Super Castlevania 4 for the Super Nintendo, US version. This is a low percent run by DK28, done in 45 minutes 41 seconds. He says, finally got the lead on this category. No whip upgrades and no sub-weapon. The run has been progressing very quickly. This is a good time, but there still are things to clean up. Original goal was sub 45 minutes. We may be shooting for around 43 at this point. Some great boss fights and stages. This brutally difficult run is really coming together. Yes, I would think that with no sub-weapons or whip upgrades, this would be pretty crazy. And as you can imagine, if you've watched a regular run of this, you'll see triple boomerangs flying everywhere and whatnot. So this is a very, very different route than what you're used to seeing.
It's cool to see. It's nice to see the Super Castlevania love. When we had the big Castlevania times, as it were, there seemed to be more people interested in running Simon's Quest than Castlevania 4 for whatever reason. But yeah, it's cool. DK28, very good runner, as we know. Very good at being a guest on the show as well. Point that out. The moonwalking, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
it's all here.
Really, really hard with that whip, that tiny whip only.
Let's see him. Not so many enemies shoot because they don't die quick enough. He's got like 15 shots on screen at once.
I think floppy whip is my favorite part about Super Castlevania 4. I mean, your flaccid floppy whip.
Yeah, it seemed to block the attacks, yeah. Floppy whip.
But yeah, there we go.
It does sound a bit dodgy when you put it like that, yeah. Alright. Okay, we got a Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix, which is the PS3 version of this great game. Now, we have 3 different categories. Now, there's the All by Blue Bomber 285. Now, there is the any percent X-Grave Expert. X-Grave is the rebalanced X mode from some other one of these, but it's rebalanced, is meant to be more balanced. This is just the any percent, which as we can see from this comment, I believe is Akuma. But I don't know who it is. But it
that's
says
Dan in the video.
Yeah, so Dan's the video one, which we'll get to in a minute, but I don't know who the any percent uses, because it doesn't actually say. But for the any percent, the comment is a run with not so good RNG at the beginning, and then I got some godly RNG at stage 7 to help get out red at 20 seconds. The 3x4 red at Akuma helped to prevent a lot of his attacks, and the diamond saved the run with the 2 chain. The Devilot category is there's nothing really exciting here. Best one was stage 2, that's 716. And then the Dan one, now this is the really interesting one, because Dan, my god, he's dropping these quickly. But Dan, as you may or may not know, in this game is very unique and interesting because the characters you play actually has a pretty big difference. Wow, he is dropping stuff like there's no tomorrow. But Dan drops only red trash on his opponent. So each character in this game has different patterns that they drop. Dan's are purely red. So if you drop red on your opponent, and you drop some, 30 red blocks on them, and those red blocks get destroyed by a red sparkle, or whatever those are called, it will literally pretty much kill you and counter and kill you back. So you basically have to finish your opponent in 1 or 2 rounds without them doing anything back at you, otherwise you will... Well, you have a few more rounds than that, actually. Probably 4 turns at the most, but yeah. So to see him do well as Dan is crazy, but to get a 612, which he did, he says, Dan the man came in and made everyone cry like he did when his daddy died. With dropping only red counter gems, I had to make sure no red breakers were out on the computer side. Once that was done, I was able to send my attack over. Attacking fast make the counters last longer. Best attacks were stages 2, 3, and final. So there you go. So yeah, really great game. Really fantastic fun. You should play that, and Blue Bomber is definitely no slouch when it comes to that drop speed. That is pretty damn fast. So nice to see. Nice to see. All right. Swamp Thing, NES any percent game, 1529 by Mecha Richter, who says he's done with this game. So
he's already done with it.
Don't have to worry about it. Correct me if I'm incorrect, but we haven't seen this on the show before.
I don't think so. Swamp Thing.
Just immediately done. One and done. That's it. That's the game done for. All right. We got some Oblivion ones here. Let's give these to Fatska.
Okay.
Let's go through all of these.
All
these three. All the
Elder Scrolls.
There's only two
ones.
Oblivion.
All the Elder
ones.
Scrolls. Actually, do Oblivions. There you go. You do Oblivions,
Okay,
and someone
alright.
else can get Skyrim.
All right, there are two new The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion runs. First of all, we have the no out of bounds category in 53 minutes 42 seconds by Matumbro, and the comment is improves my previous world record by almost 3 minutes. Very solid run overall with very few mistakes. This run will suck to compare against in the future because my first split was literally perfect and I don't think I'll ever beat it. Since I got the time that I wanted, I will be moving on to sub 5 in any percent and running all guilds, which should be fun. Yeah.
It'd be cool to see, and I'm intrigued by a no out of bounds run of this game because all I've ever known is the flying into the air sort of win the game sort of thing. So I'm keen to see what he actually bare minimum you have to do in this game without going out of bounds is. So.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the next is the any percent run in 4 minutes 57.6 seconds.
You can see the difference right there.
By the same guy, Matumbro. The comment here is, this just narrowly beats the 4 minute 58.3 run that Yams got a few days ago. This run utilizes a new out of bounds clip that was originally only thought to be possible in a segmented run, which saves 6 seconds. This could be a few seconds faster due to a bad fight in the sewers. I also finally got a sub 5, which is pretty huge achievement seeing how the world record was 8 minutes 25 seconds only a few months ago.
Oh.
Wow. Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
It's 4 minutes.
That's a big improvement for those guys. Wow, nice. All right, then we have Skyrim as well. I'm gonna assume actually, AMVX, you've played this game.
I have played this game,
Yeah, you should read this comment and all this stuff then.
but I haven't ever run this game.
Oh, well, that's okay. I mean, up till now, we've all run the games we've talked about, so we'll just make an exception for you.
Thank you so much. So it's on PC, any percent. 4157 by Dr. T Chops, if you will. Again, I love some of these names.
Yeah, they're great.
Horrible mistake saved by good execution elsewhere and amazing RNG. My first world record took a little over a month with good competition. Praise the horse gods.
And then the YouTube thing, it's processing.
Yeah, praise the horse gods is a little worrying though. I'm actually wondering if all of the runners actually do say that, or if it's just.
I think it's I guess horse RNG, and it's down to the horse gods to give you a good horse.
No. At the very beginning of this highlight here, I'll go back to it. There's a horse that's randomly running by, and it distracts these wolves. That's the horse god.
Oh, okay.
There, just to clarify.
I like it.
Let's
like
see
it.
more horse. Okay.
I want to see
There
it.
we go.
Oh, he's doing bucket flying on mine.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that.
Anyway, let's go back to the bucket. Sorry.
No, I love it. I love it. That's fantastic. I love when these games have their own little mythologies, and they all do. Yeah, the bucket flying. Love it. And he pick up the bucket and bring it with him as well. Oh my god.
But there's a reason why I suppose this game was so popular last year during the marathons as well.
Yeah.
So there's definitely love for it.
Yeah, definitely love for Skyrim. All right. Okay. Now we have the Flintstones: The Rescue of Dino and Hoppy. NES any percent in 1529 by Slice. Slice spelt very stylistically, SLYSE. Very cool. I'm going to assume it's Slice. Now, who's Hoppy?
I don't know. Don't worry about it.
No.
Okay.
I'm sure that's a character. That's not just a made-up name.
That's cool. I get to enjoy the classic NES Flintstones animations again. They're always great.
I had no idea Fred Flintstone was this athletic. He really doesn't look like he does much besides pedal his little car to work and back for exercise, and yet he's climbing all over stuff. And look at how he walks. That's got to just be really tiring.
He really does give it his all. He's like a hackney horse when he runs. Look. But I would imagine running that car to work is quite a lot of effort. I mean, it's made of stone. Always seemed to move quickly in the cartoon, at least.
He's running his car.
Yeah, literally running his car.
Right.
That's what it was. It was like the mixture of like a kangaroo dinosaur thing.
Oh.
That was like the opposite of Dino for the other family.
Oh my god, that's
there is a
scary
clip.
as hell.
Another clip.
Oh wow.
I
Nice.
remember the
Clip
spaceship
what?
levels
Nice
from the
lips.
show.
Yeah. Something about these lifts do not want to work. I was in a lift in Italy which told me what lifts do. It just said, the lift goes up. The lift goes down. Made me think of like a kid, you know, the cow goes moo. Moo. Like that.
You need to know.
I was like, thanks, lift. Thank you for that. Alright. But yeah, that hoppy thing is kind of creepy, I will admit. I'm not fond of hoppy. Definitely not. It's scary. Alright. Then we have a game that Meridian's gonna read. This is good. This is good. You can do this.
The Sims bad stories.
Yes.
You're gonna give that one to me.
That's yours. For you.
Oh yeah.
Because you're the best in show. I'd
The
say this is
PC
the best
it's a-
category name I've seen, I think.
Best in show story on the PC. 1 hour, 2 minutes, 28 seconds by Chinese Soup. The Sims Bad Stories is one of the 3 released Sims games that can be speedrun. Because of its there is a goal nature. In this video you basically just follow the storyline as most of the stuff is timed based. So selling the game to 3 times the normal speed is the most used feature in the game. The speedrun is just about getting the needs of the sim and it's sped up following the goals. Some of the goals can also be done before you're asked to do them, and some can be skipped. In my run, I lost about 3 minutes of being dumb. So sub 1 hour is definitely possible.
I have to say I am intrigued by a sim speedrun. I
Yeah,
want to know how much of it is like talking to people in the middle of the night and dancing them outside their room so you can get a promotion, but
yeah, or
Okay.
you know, expand the family,
yeah.
or like getting all the sims into a swimming pool and just remove the
Yeah.
ladder.
Yeah, I wonder how many runs are lost by the runner getting distracted and doing that. I have to say, I am genuinely intrigued by what the Sims speedrun would be like. I guess I might have to watch this video. Definitely consider that. I just want to point out he does have a secret comment about the highlight, which is don't highlight anyone. Don't highlight anything. This game is not good enough to deserve a highlight. So maybe I won't watch the run. All right, we got some Wario games too. Now I don't want to have to read this long ass comment either. So we'll give this one to Primal.
Okay.
You're welcome.
That's really
You're
long.
welcome. Yep.
Okay, we have Wario Land 3 on Game Boy Color, J, any percent, 51:33 minutes, by Vilek SR. So he's saying about of this run, the strats and the most of the glitches and tricks shown in my last PB submitted here. Okay. The new trick is similar to the S3 red chest early, but in this case is now green chest early in the same stage, and also for skip 4 unnecessary sets. I have to say that I don't understand anything of this. But this is the same. You need enter to the out of bounds in the pneumo room. Where is the gray key? Then after through the wall with Fat Wario clipping and up.
Fat Wario.
Clipping and up to the roof as Puffy Wario. You need go.
This is an exercise. You want me to finish this off for you? I had no idea this was so confusing. Okay, so
you need go to right and in 3 big goals for reach to the glitched green chest room. Then you need enter the tube, is usually in and out of this room.
keep going.
In this case, you enter to the glitched room. Okay, in this glitched room, you need go to the right, passing for 6 screens until enter to the another glitched room. In the second glitched room, you only hold left in the pad until fall in the water and go to the left for enter to the original green chest room. Okay, it's over.
Good job, Primal.
I think the game is faster than the speed of sound.
I think you guys should all understand.
I feel like I can run this game now.
Good job. All right, we have
chest room.
We have 2 more Wario Land runs, which I'll get. Now this is not Wario Land 3. This is Wario Land, Wario Land Super Mario Land 3. So after making Mario Land 1 and 2, they made a Wario game and made it Super Mario Land 3 in classic Mario tradition, such as Yoshi's Island. So these are both Game Boy games. Any percent, and 2530 for any percent by Vlak SR, who says that this would have been sub 2530, but for some mistakes it was not possible. I lost 4 seconds in Parsley Woods, 34. And a terrible mistake in Syrup Castle 38 to lose the Jet Hat as in my last PB. Well, it's not a bad run, but I will try to get sub 2530. That is my last goal in this category. Sorry, I was confused because I didn't expect there to be 34 levels or 38 levels like that. Normally it'll be Parsley Woods 3 or 4, so I was wondering why it was 34, but it turns out there are actually 34 of these, so it's fine. Then the All Treasures category, which is very cool. I know Bangera is a big fan of this. But this is in All Treasures, I discovered the way to save pretty much. I discovered the way to save time with the new strats and skip unnecessary levels. The new strat is to reset the game after it gets some of the treasures. Instead of ending the level, it's not necessary. And some of the other strats in the other levels is the same, and always using the Jet Hat because it's faster for the movement of Wario. Basically, you don't need to go down all the way down the routes and so on. You can just, start again, I guess. And then finally, any percent Deathless is Zelda 2 is 5821 by ProGN. How do you feel about that, Fiesel?
Whoa.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's good. That's pretty good.
But apparently, Simple Dude just got a 5823, so watch out because watch out. There's competition.
We got it. ProJN getting competition. He's used to it.
I think he got like a sub 1 hour at my place a couple of months ago.
Oh, nice.
Now he improved it by another minute.
As far as I know, according to what ProJN tells me, is he needs to get drunk and then he'll beat this record.
Yeah, exactly. Like 2-3 beers, he runs much better.
Yeah. Yeah, don't we all? All right, fantabulous. That is that's all of them. That's all our records for this week. So thank you everybody. Awesome. Yeah. As per usual, we haven't mentioned this in a while, but if you want to submit a record, just head to tssbreak.com, which is our fantastic website with stuff on it. You can submit your records there. Thanks to Arcano again for helping out by doing all of our sorting out of these records for us.
Yes, Arcano is the records guru.
The records guru. So thanks a lot. You can submit records. Don't forget that until next Wednesday, you can still submit AGDQ games. Like, I'm sure that nobody watching isn't already aware of this, but I feel it would be remiss of us not to at least mention it. You should, you know, submit your games if you haven't already, and if not, just get slightly distracted by reading through all the accepted games. Some really cool ones on, well, not accepted, but, you know, the first round of accepts, and there's some really cool ones in that, so looking forward to it. Nice cat. I'm particularly excited that Beautiful Joe and Glanquish have made it past the first little bit, and as you heard earlier, Dynamite Heady, which I'm super excited about. It's a really great game. Just to say, we'll be running... Dynamite Heady's really good. We'll be running ads after this, after the show is done. Nice hand there as well. I see that red shirt. But we'll be running some ads after the show, so if you could be so kind as to watch a handful of those ads, that'll be absolutely brilliant. We're going to be running about 3 minutes of them. You can just keep the stream up as you go. Next week, do we have a plan for next week, Feasel? Do we have an inkling of a plan, or
a plan, or an inkling of a plan? I'll get back to you. Okay.
Brilliant. Okay, so there might be one. Well, there will be an episode next week, most likely, and we'll try and figure out what we're going to do. We'll have a chit chat about it. I would like to thank Feasel for being here, as he always is. Oh, thanks, Tiny Feasel. I
appreciate it so much. Thank you.
And then our very special guests, all the way from the world, Meridian, Primal, AMVX, and Faska.
Grazie.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You mean
Thank you,
Grazi?
guys. Thank you, guys.
Grazi. Yeah, no problem. And I don't think there's anything else, is there? Now? There's nothing else, is there, Feasel?
I guess that's it.
No, cool. Go watch some streams. All right, and we will see you next week for something or another. Watch some ads after the show. Fantabuloso. We'll see you next week.
All right, and for some reason, I'm unable to mute the Skype, so you guys have to be really quiet while the outro's playing.
All right, sure thing.
Really quiet time.
Okay, we'll just be nice, guys. Don't be rude.
The Sunday quiet time break.
Yeah, no racism, AMVX. Bye bye.
All right. Good night.
The Sunday Sequence Break.